Yo, how's it going, GB? Good to see ya. How was your weekend? Hello, Barkin. My weekend, weekend Monday. It was good. It was good. How was yours? Oh, is this guy like what you're buying? Oh, it went by too fast. Yeah. Plate carrier, 650. Storage size is 6 slots. Military jacket. Ooh. So Cody, how's it going? Illusionary, thank you for 50 months. Thank you, thank you. How are you doing? Okay, I think I want boots. I want military boots. Yeah, $1,038. Night vision. Ooh, shit. Stop working. Their house is a little chilly. Oh no. Well, hopefully you get it fixed. It's not too long. Real fan, how's it going? You hit a setback after you re-aggravated your knee. Oh no, GB. I hope your knee starts feeling better soon. AR-15. I don't know how much 5.56 ammo I have though, so I don't know. I'm tempted. I'm tempted. But I kind of want the plate. I don't know. I like the plate carrier and I like this military jacket. But I can't afford both. Let's have. Oh, this is 18 slots though. Okay, so let's give me one of these. I gotta take this stuff out. We'll sell that. 863. This is 650 though. Might just sell the shotgun. uh, I have hard decisions to make. MP5. Um, why you do this to me? Because I think I have a magazine. All right, I'm gonna keep it, but then we're gonna buy it. Okay. I'm poor. Thank you. Thank you. You took all my money. Appreciate it. Okay, so you gotta keep this. And then I need 9 more of these. Oh yeah, I got a landmine. This is Arma? No, this is called SurrounDEAD. It's a single player like zombie apocalypse type game. Say hi, Libby Model. It's 6. Oh, thank you, Instructitube. 3 weeks on the road, you have 5 days off now? Hell yeah, Colin. Got any plans, or are you just gonna relax? I feel like this game's kind of like DayZ almost. Like single player DayZ, kind of. You can sleep in your IRL play carrier, which you still have to order plates for. It sounds like it's pretty comfy, though. This man took all my money. I'm broke. I wonder, like, can I cut through and get to my house like this way? Maybe. Maybe not. That might be like too, I guess I never really went over on that side to see if there's like anything over there. Oh, that's like a nice little path. I never really took the path. I was just like ran around. Fair enough, fair enough. What is this? Oh, wait, is this the mall? Ah! Ma'am! No, this is not. Drove about 10,000 miles. I think I'll just stay home and have a few beers and eat pizza. Hell yeah, man. I don't blame you. Just stretch out. Have some drinks. Sounds pretty good. I don't know if I want to fuck with him yet, though. Ooh. That one's kind of a big boy. I don't know if I'm ready for that. I might need a plate carrier for that. Uh-oh. What's a tank? Are we doing this? No. Oh, I thought I could like take the tank. Oh shit, though. There's some goodies in here. Another wallet. Fire extinguisher. Battery. Tools. Got some snacks. Oh, we have like money now. I don't know what these post-it notes are for. Maybe they're just to sell. Help me strengthen your muscle. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's probably like a bad idea. Like when you can start jogging again. That's good. What else are we shooting at? Oh, little dog got some job, doggo. What's this? Tase it. We definitely should have been tased. It'd be kind of fun if there's like a stun baton. Like I think 7 days says it. That'll be a pretty good time. Ooh, we got a grenade. Yeah, yeah. I can totally be trusted with one of those. You're old now after 13 years. I bet you probably feel that way. I don't blame you. I think I already went through here. Oh, no. Well, thank you for your service, man. I appreciate it. Well, our strength skill leveled up. Oh, I made this for Halloween. And then I'll go back to my other one. Although I have been thinking of making a new one though. Cause I'm like that, cause I'm a crazy person. But yeah, I just made this one for Halloween cause it's Halloween. We gotta celebrate. Okay, like stack like 2 or 5. 5 is 5 the max? It must be. So we got plenty of gas. We got a repair thing. Excuse me. I thought about living here. Like this place looked kind of cool, but I don't know. There's a lot of zombies over here though. Might take a minute to like clear out. Ugh. I also kind of like this little spot too, but I don't know. I do kind of like where I picked. Swoop. This is my home. Apparently we have a guest. Hello, Tasai. You from Afghan 2010, 2012. Oh, okay. Well, nice, man. Appreciate you. How are you doing, Tasai? To take notes for. That's okay. I see nothing wrong with it. All right, so here's the fun part. I don't know where I put anything. 9mm, 7.62. That can go in there. We're gonna use 5.56, maybe. Of course, man. I think all military deserves recognition. Uh-oh, I think I fucked up. This, like, took my magazines, I think. Oh no. I thought I could store stuff in there. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. Well, now I know. Don't do that. Okay, so I can sell this. I need like a junk box, I guess. Fuck. Well, I don't think I have a magazine anymore. Shit. I got a welder's mask there. I could be Tagla. Ayo. Your American brothers and yeah. I know things have been a little nutty. That's for sure. Things have been a little crazy. Oh yeah, I have a rock in here. I'm sure that's useful. Oh, that's backwards. Alright, I'm guessing we gotta make like a Jesus fuck, that's bright. We probably need like a generator or something. Put this one over here. Ugh. The way, yeah, it's kind of like 7 days, DayZ-ish, I guess. It kind of like makes me think of. I gotta drink some water. Alright, so like that sucks. I had stored stuff over there and I didn't know that it was gonna go away. Fuck. Can I put this welding mask in here? I was gonna say, like, that's gotta constitute clothing. That's, I guess not, that's not tools. Kind of wish I could like close these doors though. Concrete mixer. Well, I guess we gotta go find some shit now. I'll take all this though. I think I lost my bunny backpack too. Son of a bitch. Alright. I'm gonna store this because I'm not. I have to get a magazine for it. My bunny backpack. I know. I had a bunny backpack. I stored all my ammo in it, and I think it's all gone. Although I thought I had it in here, but I guess not. I don't know. It's gone though. It's gone. Oh, it's too early to sleep. Okay. Fair enough. Jesus. So rip my bunny backpack that had all my ammo in it. Oh yeah, I can put this out. Just step on my own landmine and call it a day. Okay, so those will stack. Oh, this window barricade. I don't have any windows in here though. So this we'll put there. So we're gonna have to go loot and try and find some scrap now. It's time for killing. I don't know if we need these cans for anything. Those are all my empties. We'll store that there. Fuck, man. How's it going, 12? Oh yeah, I can't. I meant I have this here. Just kidding. Okay, so I'm gonna go, I guess we'll sell that. I like this truck. I think this truck looks cool, this yellow one. Pizza Delight? Yeah, I don't think we have that here. That sounds pretty good though. We just had Domino's the other day, and it was delicious as always. No touching. Just gonna store all the ammo in that box. That will make that like my new ammo box. I don't know. I'm usually not too picky though for pizza. pretty pretty simple. I like Little Caesars. Domino's, Pizza Hut. Whoa. Campsite tent. Oil. That important? Has no effect. Alright. Has no effect. Okay. Fair enough. We got 1 point. Okay. The meats pizza as well. On a thin crust. Ooh, that sounds good. Yeah, we probably have like some different places. What is this? Like, can I go in here? No. They have good wings though. I have like childhood memories of Pizza Hut. Well, I feel like it doesn't taste the same anymore. Oh, baseball bat. That could be fun. So we can take this. Oh yeah, I forgot to my gate out. Fuck. That's what I was gonna do. I get distracted here. Little Caesars is nice just because it's like cheap. It's quick and easy. Quick, easy, and cheap. So yeah, clear out our neighbors here. Made a meltdown burger and Fallout fries for lunch today. Ooh, that sounds good. Sounds pretty tasty. Like, oh, that sounds delicious. Where'd you guys get these shotguns? We're gonna go sell these, I think. We're gonna make some money here. These just like randomly have shotguns. I've seen a lot of Dead Island. That's one that like I haven't played though. I kind of wish I had though. But I've seen a lot of Dead Island stuff. I love that song. I wonder if I can like make a gate at some point. Surely. All right. Yeah, it looks like it's a lot of fun. I should like if it I should see if it's on Steam for like not too much. I got that. This will make some stops. This going this way. Well, there's some stuff here. Give me your money. You don't even have anything. It's you know what? Sometimes you just gotta eat bad food because it tastes good. First aid made easy. Well, apparently we know too much. Some kicks. Oil. Another wooden barricade. I don't know if I need these though. I mean, like maybe. I don't know. I'll still take it. Toppings are basically like, yeah, that is kind of true. Yeah, you don't like if like a place has got to have like good dough or good crust and shit. Because then like that just helps everything else be better. I would have to agree. You make a good point. I mean, toilet paper's $10 a roll, so you can make some money off of that. Tase them. Let's see. We got some water. Got any more can openers? I have like 10. Got butcher knife. Why not? We'll keep it in our coat. Whoa. Red shorts. Oh, double bed though. There we go. We need a bed. Clothing cupboard. We got some 9mm magazine. We can get got a little extra now. We got extra mag. Got some more light. Grab another water bottle because you know the 10 that we have is not enough. I guess I'd rather like too much water than not enough if we're like out for a long time, you know, like going exploring and shit. So it's probably not that. It's probably not a bad thing. Much more simple pizza. Yeah. I will say though, like sometimes like shit that like tastes kind of cheap, I kind of like too. Maybe I'm just trashy. That's probably all it is. I'm a little trashy. I'm cool with it though. I'm cool with it. Got nerd glasses. An energy bottle. Never bought one of those because it was like a dude was selling them for like $150 or something, and I was like, "You're out your damn mind if you think I'm gonna pay $150 for a drink. I already paid $100 for a stupid candy bar. Like, get out of here. Get out of here with that." Well, if we find a trader anywhere, we can start selling some of these shotguns off. Suba, how's it going? Good to see ya. How you doing? Well, we gotta go dumpster dive in here. Well, there's 4. Damn. Just wallets everywhere. Oh, we leveled up. Wire cutters? That sounds important. We should probably keep those. That sounds like something we might need. You're getting not buying this game on sale. Yo, homie, this seems like this would be kind of like up your alley, that you would probably enjoy something like this. Oh, thank you. This is us, you know, enjoying getting our Halloween on. I just started playing this last night, but I gotta say, it's nice. Remind you. It's pretty cozy. Undead Shambler. Wow. I'm killing my old people. I'm sorry. You gotta put you down. Bonk. They like all have cell phones on them though. What's that tell you? How much are these? These are okay. These are like all 100. A Skitty Beans pizza for yourself. I'm not a fancy person though. I get pepperoni. That's it. I just get pepperoni. I don't do anything weird or do anything special. Pepperoni. Call it a day. I'm a simple person. Hiyo. Come here, you. We got some Monet. You eat your chicken, black olives, and mushrooms. No pork for you. Businessmen and businesswomen, yup. Yup, yup, yup. I think you're right. Look where it got you. Extra sauce, though? There you go. I mean, I feel like you can't go wrong with pepperoni, you know? Simple, it's good, goes well. I don't know, you know? It's just, it's good. It's good. There's like a ton of zombies in here, but I think we have potential to get a lot of loot in here, so we can just survive in here. Should be alright. Oh, I gotta reload. Please hold, I'll be with you in a minute. There you go. Yeah, pew pew. We're giving them the pew pews. Alright, I might I'm gonna probably dump as much as I can in my truck. And then we'll start going through this town. Might be our best bet in finding everything we need. I just want to make a construction table. That's all I want to do. Let's see. I think we can do this. Yeah. And then do this. Let's see. This is shit that we're gonna sell. This is our little sell pile right here. I'm gonna sell this stuff too, but it's not that big a deal. And this will just... There are empties in there. Right? That's what I'm thinking. It's usually a good sign, right? When you see turn back. That means we're about to hit the mother load. I think maybe we'll park by this bus down here. That seems like maybe an okay idea. Ugh, ugh. Got snacks. More water purification tablets. Can always use those. So we don't get worms. Yeah, a dry bag. There's 24 slots in here. Where does this fit? We'll make this like our cell bag. It's for right now. High-powered flashlight. We have one of those, so we can sell that one. Got some water. Oh, there's a chair. Compass. $35. $40. Certainly has no effect. Alright. Oh, that chair doesn't take up that much room. Fair enough, fair enough. You know, this dumpster just has all kinds of stuff in here. Dumpster diving. Flare rounds? Fair enough, fair enough. Can we not, like, break into these places? Oh, shit. This says 47 slots. I do a little backpack inception so I can, like, maybe make some money off of some of these bags. You're not sure what... Oh! If I threw a grenade at it? Oh, I got a pickaxe. Or ice axe. Should I try that? At least I think I have it in here. Yeah. Or I got a crowbar too. I guess we can... God. Try it. Especially since it's not too crazy over here. It's not. Hmm. Yes, I don't know. I do have some grenades though. Well, I think I got like 2. Maybe 1. I don't know. I'm gonna use this crowbar, I think. I don't think I've used this yet. Yeah, maybe not. I don't know. Can you like... Ah! Fair enough. Or not, I don't know, there's like that. This house sucks. I risked my life and limb for nothing. You know what I got? Nothing. Can I break this window? Fuck this house. Ugh. I'm like scared to drive my truck down here because I don't want any of them to come like fuck it up, you know? Yeah, another secure container. Which of these are 30 bucks? 25. Oh, a bunny bag. Okay. I got my bunny bag back. This is worth $35. What were this one's at 93%. Okay. Camel skirt. We got one of those. Fitness. Oh, we got another lunchbox. Hey, how's it going, Mike? How you doing? Send me videos to react to. You can join my Discord, and I have like a YouTube channel in there. You could just like put the YouTube video links in there. That's probably the easiest way. Let's do this. Just keep a bunch of water in this one. Ooh, a duffel bag. I'm just okay with the gas mask on. Fine. It makes us look cooler. What does this one look like? Black heavy jeans. Put that in the bunny bag, just in case I want to switch back to it. You're playing Alan Wake 2 and you're scared. And you're scared! This is, this is spoopy. Okay, well, for the time being, we got this kind of cleared out. Trying to go down a little further. Ooh, we got another one of these. Well, I don't think we're gonna have to worry about food for a very long time. Get some booze, though. Ooh, fridge. Yeah. Electronic parts. Battery. Should probably like save this. Save it in a minute. See, we got some more water. Oh, we just keep finding like 9mm mags everywhere. There's a helicopter over here. Ugh. 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 I hear a helicopter. Oh, it's a news one. Ah! Kind of sad that my hair goes away when I have my helmet on. I'm bald. Man, bro took forever to come crawling over here. No! It's gotta be somewhere over here then, right? Son of a bitch. Whoa. This is how tough it is if you don't buy from Covert Instruments. That's a good pocket. We got riot pants? Bro. We gotta go riot pants. 100%. Ammo tin to store ammo. Yes. We don't lose it again. A vector drum mag? Yes. I do have a vector at home. At my house. You got another. I don't know what these key cards are for. I haven't come across anything yet. They're pre. Oh, obviously. Yeah. Definitely. I would live in here if this neighborhood didn't. This town looks like it kind of sucks, though. It looks a little scary. Body armor? I think that's. Yeah. Does this have any? No. Canteen? Yo, we hit the mother load in here. That'll make me smile. All right, cool. Thank you. Oh yeah, this isn't my vest, huh? Alright, we'll do this. I don't know if it pulls, like if you have to have it like on something or if it just doesn't, like if that doesn't matter or not. I have no clue. Watching the spooky season, I haven't really been watching a whole lot. I've been kind of slacking. AR-45. Oh, I think this is, yeah. Thought I had that one. Now we got that. So that's beautiful. I don't know how we're gonna fit this og though, but I want it. Oh, it'll fit in there. Perfect. I do want to watch Ernest Scared Stupid though. That is like on my list in Army of Darkness. I gotta get to watching some horror movies here. I gotta get my vibe going, you know. I haven't watched shit. Put that there. I've been slacking. Well, we have hit The mother load here. It's not a horror movie, but I feel like it's definitely like I feel like you gotta watch it during Halloween though. It's just a classic. It's too much of a classic not to. I mean, I don't really find any movies scary or anything anymore, or for a while, I guess. So I just watch them because they're just fun. God, we got all these 9mm. We got bullet casing. Right, shop S Smart, shop smart, shop S Smart. Day 64, the sound outside grows every day, and I can sense my life coming to an end. Oh God, I didn't want it to end like this. I should I should have just listened to the others and made my way out of the valley to the city nearby, or even that oil rig off the coast. I'm sorry to everyone I've ever loved. I have to say goodbye to you all. Damn, man. Oof. How'd you not make it with all this shit in here? Unless this wasn't yours, then, I get it. Well, see, like, there's a break open. Is that because I'm insider? Because I'm on the inside already? Is that why? The fuck is that? Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, shit! Oh, shit! We got big boy. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Oh, no! I was not prepared for this. Jesus, fuck. Well. There's gotta be some scrap in that. In that garage over there. He had some ammo, armor repair. We got more gas. I don't even know how much. 308 mag. Oh, 2 credits. Can almost afford something kind of shitty. MP5 mag. We're just gonna. Yeah, MRE. Good enough. Well, that was unexpected. It's like, I'll be damned if I'm going out like that. Except I don't. That's a big boy. Jesus. Yeah, damn. What else is in here? Let me see. Guess we're not going in there. Some garlic fingers too. Ooh, nice. Very nice. We just had leftovers for dinner, but they were good leftovers. I made beef stroganoff. I also made some banana bread over the other day, so we got some goodies to eat. I'm gonna eat some banana bread as like my midnight snack. I'm not really like that big of a baker, so but I kind of like want to do more baking though. Like I made a pie for the first time not that long ago and I was like all stoked about it. So I would like to bake a little bit more. But I got like a box of like this quick bread stuff and I made like some adjustments to it. So I guess it tasted a little bit better than like from like the box. But I do want to make we have a bread maker that I guess neither Tox and I have ever used. So I'd like to maybe do something with that. Oh, I'm out. I'm out. God. Where do I get this outfit from though? What? I want this outfit. Yeah, I'm more of a cooker than a baker too. Yep. I would like to like make some other like I would like to bake a little bit more though. A baking stream? I don't really have like the setup for it though. Like I don't have like a good setup to stream like in my kitchen. A winter coat. Am I gonna need this? Like, are we gonna have like weathers? Cause there's like others. I swear it looked like it would look like it was snow in some areas. Empty water jug battery. Oh, we have enough batteries apparently. But yeah, I would like to bake more though. I know Tox won't say no to some pie. I actually really enjoyed making it though. It came out a little ugly, but I still I enjoyed making it. It was ugly. It was kind of an ugly looking one, but it tasted good, so that's all that matters. Oh, sorry. Put my drink down on my coaster. Sorry. Let me just slam it down. Found a whole $4. Let's go. We got more snacky snacks. Of course, Colin. Thanks for hanging out, man. Enjoy your pizza. Have a good night. Vending machine's empty. Bruh. Yeah, another thing on body armor. Oh, thank you for the super chat, Colin. Thank you for the 5. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Enjoy your foods. The AK-15. Apparently we cannot fit this anywhere. Oh. How much do we... 3, 4, it's 5 by 5. I don't think I can take another thing of body armor. Bunny bag! What we're missing is a toaster. We got some more batteries. Jesus, it got dark quick. Yeah, damn. Mm, there one like... He survived for 11 days. Alright, let me get somewhere a little safer. I'm gonna go take a break and then we will start videos. I don't even know what would be considered safe. Maybe back in here. Ow! Go! No, 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 don't! Why would you run into the car? Because you're a deer. That's why. Alright. Save. Then, yeah, let me go take a break and then we will begin. Thank you, thank you. Um, do that. We do this. Gonna do this. Alright. I'll be back. Alright. Oh, God. Thank you, thank you. Zombie angel. Thank you. Conducts train symphony. Oh, this looks like it's so sweet. How long is it? Oh, it's only 7 minutes. Okay, we'll watch it. We'll watch this one. That's what Real Fan put in. God, learn how to copy and paste here. Know what I'm doing. All right. Have a good night, Suva. Thanks for hanging out. Good seeing ya. All right. I gotta do this and do that. Okay. This is a kid with Down syndrome conducts train symphony.
What is it?
Train. Let's get out.
You gonna get out? Hey. Hop back in. Let's go on the other side.
Other side.
Other side.
Hey.
Look how excited he is.
Hey, get back.
Yeah, gotta stay safe. Aww.
You gotta hold it.
Ah, thank you for the snack tax. Not the taser. He's adorable. Aww.
What is it?
Train.
Did you hear it?
Oh,
Huh? Oh, yeah? All
That
right.
probably made his right.
Tell everybody, hey.
Aww.
Tell them what's coming.
Train.
The train's coming. You sure? How you know?
I mean,
You don't know. Did he call you?
oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Aww. This kid's awesome. That's a happy kid right there. You like trains are pretty dope. Alright, this kid's way cool. This kid's amazing.
Are you waiting?
He's happy.
Is
He
it
just
hard to
gets
wait?
excited to see the trains.
Oh yeah.
What's not to like about him?
You think they changed the train schedule just so they could see you?
I bet they
Think so?
did. Yeah. 100%. He's just like you when you're his age.
Where'd you get that shirt?
Trace.
Let me see. Let me see the back of it. Let's say Dixie Creek.
Yeah, I mean, we have like, I guess it's more like cargo, but you know, like, I guess I don't know.
What?
Fast. Deep, boy, deep. Get it all right? You train.
Go get them?
Yep. You go that way.
Which way?
That way. Get the train.
This is a good dad.
Hey.
Better buckle up.
Huh?
Buckle up.
All right.
You know, buckle up, bro. Buckle up. That was great, though. That was great. I like that. That was good. Now we're gonna see somebody who's not good. This is a teen mom of 7 completely loses it in a DUI arrest. So now we're gonna, you know, we're going there. Going there. Yep, taser.
DUI, child endangerment,
So how is that proven?
because you have 5 children in the car and you're
No, but how is that proven that I'm drunk?
I mean, look at her. We can smell you from here.
Teen traffic stop quickly turns chaotic after this drunk mom has a meltdown when caught endangering her kids' lives. Officers in Crystal Lake, Illinois conducted the traffic stop on July 7th, 2025, after the suspect was seen driving recklessly with her kids in the car.
Oh boy. Oh, here we go.
No, it doesn't work. I'm sorry.
How you doing tonight?
I'm not sure why you guys are pulling me over.
Well, for a couple reasons. A couple people called about your driving.
Oh, really?
Yep. Hey, where are you headed to tonight?
I was just
Today?
driving.
A couple people called you about your driving, ma'am. You know, you hit a few curbs and, you know, maybe you almost swerved into oncoming traffic, but you know,
Couple reasons. A couple people called about your driving.
Oh,
you
really?
smell like a
Yep.
brewery.
Where are you headed to tonight?
I was just driving around.
Okay, you're just driving around?
Yes.
Okay. Is there a reason your kids aren't in their seatbelts?
Yeah, we're doing a 180 here.
Come on, bro.
All right, tell you what, while you're doing that, come on out here and talk to me for a minute,
Are
okay?
you serious?
Absolutely.
Can I call my mom?
No, not yet.
I have to be moving around, dude.
Alright. Why are you pulling me over, officer?
We're gonna go right back here. Okay? Right over
She got
on the sidewalk, please.
Just
That's right.
lovely attitude we have
Would you mind
going here.
through some tests for me today?
I don't care.
To make sure you're okay to
Can
drive?
I take my shoes off?
That makes you more comfortable?
That will make me a lot more comfortable.
All right, give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
How does a teen mom have 7 kids? Like you're a teen mom?
With you, okay?
Yeah.
All right, come on out here, okay? What? You can leave that open. He can keep an eye on your kids. That's fine.
That's
Just
illegal.
stand over there.
Don't start yelling for me,
Okay,
please.
come over here. All right. what
True,
I'm gonna do, you stand
true.
Up, your feet together and your arms on your side, okay? You stay in that position until I tell you to do
Somebody
otherwise,
is drunk,
okay?
yes.
Right now, I need to establish
Yes.
the fact that
Yeah,
you're
she
good to
slurred her
drive,
words
okay?
pretty
See where I'm
bad.
coming from? You got kids in the car?
Yes, I know.
Bitch.
I got kids in the car. I
Aw,
know,
Annie.
I've been yelling at
Thank
them.
you
I
for
said,
53
Wait,
months.
fine.
How's it going? How you doing? Congrats on perfection.
Okay, no, you don't. You don't even.
What's my crime?
Yep.
What's my
Yeah.
crime? What's my crime? Go ahead and chase me again.
Yep.
What's my crime? What's my
Yes, there's a lot of questions going on here. A lot of questions.
No, man. I need to get to my daughter, man. I don't know.
I am better than everyone in
That's
the
true.
world.
Some people do be
Kiss my
living
ass
like
and suck
that.
my
It's
dick,
true.
everyone.
It just seems wild to me.
Make sure you're good to drive. If you're good to drive, I'm going to cut you a ticket and you're going to get out of here. That's it. Simple as that, okay? You good?
Yes, I
Okay.
have 4 kids to take care of,
I
dude.
understand. Okay, put your feet together. Your arms down your side. Can you see the tip of my finger?
Yes.
Okay, you're going to follow the tip of my
I'm
finger. with
doing
your eyes
good.
and
How are
eyes
you
only.
doing?
You're going to keep your head still. You understand?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Do you want to see it? It hurts.
You've already showed me. But if you wanna
Okay,
see an
it
ambulance,
hurts.
would you like to see an ambulance for your
No.
Right? You are not good to
I
drive.
would've gone to the hospital yesterday when it happened. I literally went to work because I have to work for my kids.
Stand right here for a second. I don't think you've been drinking. I think you get a lot on your plate right now. This is going to confirm that. Are you willing to take this for me?
I want to go fucking home.
Okay. Well,
Can I leave my car here and walk?
no.
Having
I
some
call my
pumpkin
mother?
bread?
Would you like to do
Nice.
some more tests so I can
No,
keep going?
yeah, go ahead.
All right.
I'm done with this. I want to go. I have to take out my
Seem
car.
lovely.
Sign the box.
The only reason I offer that, why I say that, and I offer that now instead of the other 2 tests.
Baby hats. Oh, maybe. That's true. Maybe like that. Not all of them are hers. True. True.
Your foot hurts. You're having trouble standing as it is. Okay? The other tests involve you walking and standing on 1 foot.
I can do that. I don't know what you're like. My boss was about to fucking fire me last night. You think I have fucking?
I care if you can do that.
I care too. I really do care.
Would you like to do it?
Yes.
Okay. So put your feet
God.
together for me.
Okay.
Right there.
Why do we have to be so
Stand in that position
abrasive?
until I tell you to do otherwise.
Okay.
Can we
You
agree
just
the
let me walk
sidewalk's pretty
home.
flat and level right here?
It looks like it's going upwards, but yeah.
Do you think it's flat enough for you to walk 9 steps heel to toe and back?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. Okay.
You're going to take your right foot,
Yes, I
Take your
can do
left
it.
foot.
I'm not fucking retarded.
take your left foot, place it
Okay,
on your
well-
right, just like this.
Well, okay. Let's see. No, let's not get ahead of ourselves just yet. You might prove us differently.
Left. You said right foot at first. Now you're saying left.
Put your left
Right, left.
foot left in front of your right. Okay. Stand in that position until I tell you to otherwise. When I tell you to, you're going to take 9 heel to toe steps. Okay? They're going to look like this. I'm going to demonstrate. I'm going to do 3.
Go ahead.
Okay?
See, I know,
Hold this. Here we
right?
go. 1.
Are you sure?
That's kind of how I feel too, though.
Yes, because I know I can do it. I want.
Yes, let's not
to
put the
work
cart
hard.
before the horse.
Yes. Man,
You're already annoyed,
dude,
yeah.
Give me 1 minute. Are you kidding me?
It's because she has this just bubbly, sparkling personality. Oh my god.
Yes. Man, dude. Give me 1 minute. Are you kidding me? Pulling me over because I'm driving crazy. Man, I can't even fucking walk.
Okay. All right.
Okay, say it. I can't even. This is not. That's not helping you. That's not helping you.
Pulling me over because I'm driving
There's,
crazy.
yeah,
Man, I
right.
can't even fucking walk.
Okay. All right. So do me a favor. Right now, you're going to turn around. Okay. Turn
No,
around.
no.
Yes.
Why?
Yes. You're going to be
Why?
placed under arrest for DUI.
Why?
I've already explained that. Put your arms behind your back.
Can you please call my mother?
Sure. Right. Once we
Yes,
get this. Once we do
please
this.
call my...
Okay.
Why are you guys
Stop.
doing this?
That is, yeah. I'm surprised too. I thought we were gonna get her supervisor here, but maybe she's not old enough for that yet. Like she hasn't leveled up enough to use that one.
Stop pulling away. Okay?
Give her like
You're hurting
3 years.
me.
That's because you're not listening.
Why?
Absolutely.
Why? Why?
Stop
pulling away.
Can I put my shoes on?
In just a minute. 3 kids in the car
No,
too.
yeah, no, there's 5 kids in the
Oh,
car
even
and
better.
there's 2 kids somewhere else. Dude.
What? Where? What? There's 5 kids in the car and there's 2 kids somewhere else. Where is the somewhere else? Where is the somewhere else though? I mean, that's what? What?
3 kids in the car
No,
too.
yeah, no, there's 5 kids in the
Oh,
car
even
and
better.
there's 2 kids somewhere else. Dude.
Okay.
To ask for, yeah, that's true.
No, it's not.
You guys are shaking
Yeah, somewhere else? Like what? What is the somewhere else?
because this is bullshit. Can I finish the rest
Nope,
of the
we're
test?
absolutely not. We're
Can
done.
I put my shoes on?
I'll get them for you in a
Dude,
second.
I'm on my period. I don't
Okay,
want to
we're
go
right
through
there.
this.
You have to.
Are you
Well, I don't think having your period changes anything, nor does it excuse you from anything. Plenty of women have their periods and do not get arrested. They also don't drink and drive. with children in the car, or they don't drink and drive in general. So I don't think having your period has anything to do with that.
Kidding me? Nope. You're hurting my wrist. You don't have to. Okay.
Somewhere I was looking for, but yeah, right?
I'm pulling it against what you're pulling.
Have a seat for me.
Are you?
Yeah, she's driving drunk with 5 kids and possibly 2 more somewhere else drunk. Like, that's definitely not okay.
Kidding me,
No,
man?
ma'am. Sit back.
Does that have CPS show up to your house if you get caught doing this? Is like a CPS call warranted?
It against what you're pulling.
Have a seat for me.
Are you fucking kidding me,
No,
man?
ma'am. Sit
Like,
back.
is that like
Sit
is that
back.
like the protocol for it?
Why? You guys could have fucking finished testing.
Right, like I would hope so, but like I mean, because I feel like somehow like child services like would probably like if you are caught with a DUI and your kids are in the car, I would think the like part of your follow up that you'd have to do would probably be called, but you'd have to call CPS, right? Because I mean, like you're not really like you were put in a very unsafe situation.
Me.
Okay, sit back in the seat, or I'm gonna
For
push you.
what?
Okay. Get in the seat.
You guys could have finished. No, you could have finished testing me.
Okay. No, we're
They
past
mean,
that.
yeah, the police department. Oh, okay.
We're past that. Okay. Sit back, or I'm gonna pull you into that seat. Your option.
Dude,
Investigation practically, yeah, right. Like that's kind of like what I'm thinking.
Ridiculous.
Because like I wouldn't think that like let's just say like even if you called the dad or her mom or something, you know what I mean? But like I would still think that CPS would still be involved in it. I would assume so. I would at least hope so.
Yep.
What did I do?
How's it going,
What
Gus?
did I do? What did I do?
I've already established.
How are you
What did
doing?
I do? What did... Dude. Fucking breathalyze
foot
me
in.
first, bro.
Put your foot in.
Dude, breathalyze me.
Put your foot in.
Breathalyze me. Are you kidding me? For what?
Stop fighting it.
Breathalyze
Making it
me.
worse.
You guys are bogus. You know what? How many times did I fucking bring donuts to you fucking guys?
All right, put your foot in.
Man, breathalyze me, motherfuckers!
What is that? Oh my god, what was that came out of that? Breathalyze.
Foot in.
Man,
If she worked at CPS, oh shit, right?
do it, hurt me, I brought you guys donuts so many fucking times. Break my fucking leg, it's already broken. Do it, I got my fucking, oh wow, hit me in the face. Wow, do you guys want to keep going?
What's my crime? What's my crime? What's my crime? Go ahead and chase me again.
How's it going, Mel? I would just shut the door. Be like, okay, if it's as broken as you say it is, then you shouldn't feel this. I'm just gonna slam the door.
Doing the test, right? Act like a damn
She might be,
adult.
yeah, maybe
You
she's
guys
on
are trying to
painkillers,
take me away from my kid.
some opioids,
Oh, really? Wow, you guys
or
are
something. Yeah,
hurting
right.
me and now I get resistance? Whoa, what did I do? What did I
Yeah.
do? What did I do? You guys are scaring the kid! What?
Ma'am, I think you are scaring your children. You are scaring everybody in here. This is like, good lord.
What did I do? Dude, can you please fucking finish testing me? Why are you guys arresting me? Dude, why?
You were given the opportunity.
No. You
Right, like, oh, I mean, like, if you really cared about your kids, you wouldn't act this way, and you probably wouldn't have, like, either heavily medicated yourself or drank alcohol and then went driving, right?
guys were asking me questions and then you guys said no and then I had no option.
Oh yeah, the cops have been,
No, you guys said no
They've-
and I
they've
had
been
no
very
option.
nice.
Are you guys kidding me? Dude, can I bail myself out? Can you guys please get my phone or my debit card? Dude, I don't know what the fuck is going on. Nobody breathalyzed me. This is bullshit. What the fuck?
oh, she gonna get the helmet. She gonna get the helmet. She banging her head. Well, I mean, like, maybe she'll knock herself out, too. For this, yeah. Like, why are we just screaming? Like, why? Why are we doing this? This is so unnecessary. You're making this so much worse than it needs to be. Just stop. She gonna get the happy helmet for sure. Like what? Now you want to cry about your kid? Which baby are we talking about? Because we don't know where two of them are currently. We have two that are somewhere else. Okay, like that. That in itself is very concerning to hear. Yes, this poor officer is gonna have to listen to this.
Call her, please call her twice, please.
What's the happy helmet? It's like what they look like to me is like what wrestlers wear or like not wrestlers but like sparring kind of like boxer helmets. I guess they're like cushy kind of like and it's like they do that so when you start banging your head against shit that you don't end up like, you know, I guess like really hurting yourself even though I don't know how much more brain dead we can get at this point. It's going it's so nuts. Please put a helmet on me.
Dude, can you please test me? I don't understand what the is going on.
You're arrested for DUI.
Why?
You need a happy helmet.
Smell the alcohol. Now that you've been sitting back here, I can smell it.
Are you sure you don't smell my fucking period, bro?
Ew, no. Okay, I think okay, like well first of all, two different smells. Second of all, like why are we doing why are we talking about this?
So let me tell you, you're already arrested for DUI.
How's it go, Whale?
Dude, can you do the breathalyzer? I don't understand what's going on right now. Dude, my fucking kids, man. Why are you leaving me?
That's
Why?
screaming. Oh yeah, well this isn't Police Insider. This is a different channel. If it was Police Insider, we 100% would have had the screaming goat in here.
Hello?
Andy.
Are you gonna be able to help me write down any of the numbers in my phone or no?
Is Whale blinking right now?
Would you like to shoes on?
No, I don't want to put my shoes on. I want to clean my fucking foot.
I'll get you that opportunity here in a minute. Go ahead and step
I
out for me,
share,
please.
right? Dude, I don't want
Some
that
crazy
fucking
alcoholism.
alcohol.
Yeah, right.
Kids, man. Am I gonna get drug tested for real? Because I don't know what the fuck I'm getting arrested for, man.
Have a step right.
Because you're drunk and you cannot be drunk and operate a vehicle. Especially when your children are in there. I don't know why this is so hard for us to understand.
Right here on these footprints for me. I'm gonna lay it out for you. Okay.
I
You're
compare
arrested
it
for
to
DUI.
a whale.
And how is that proven?
I'm not gonna go through all that again. DUI, child endangerment.
So how is that proven?
'Cause you have
Old.
5 children.
Oh God, four locos. Oh God. I think she'd be knocked on her ass though.
In the car and you're
No, but how is that proven that I'm drunk?
All right, we'll get to that in a minute.
I need to go to the bathroom. I'm on my period.
Oh, dude, whatever.
Just have the kids drive. Yeah. I mean, at this point, they probably do better than she is right now.
Told you, as long as cooperative as you are.
I need to go to the restroom. I'm on my period.
All right, let me search.
We get it. We get that you're on your period. Nobody I don't know. Like at this point, I feel like she's put a billboard up for this now.
And then you can go in
You
yourself.
can go ahead and search me. The only thing I have is in my pocket. I have stuff.
You gonna get a ride home from the police from the library? Oh no.
When I take this handcuff off, you're gonna
They just
place
helping
your
you
hand
out.
above that line. Does that sound good?
Yes, please, because they tighten them really f***ing tight and it's
All right,
hurting my
keep your hand
arms,
on the wall.
man.
Yes, they look like they're so
I didn't do
tight.
anything. I don't know why I'm getting f***ing arrested. He didn't f***ing finish testing me. He just f***ing arrested me. Why? Because I had questions?
But yeah, right?
I was
Exactly.
Like, my job yesterday because it's
To know that this is a mother though is like what's even more concerning. Like you are a mother acting like this. Like you should be better, know better, make better choices.
funny that my job. Man, you guys are the f***ing same.
They're just
Nobody
giving you
gives
a ride
shit.
home. Nice.
Nobody gives a shit. Nobody gives a f***ing shit. Do you want my cat too? Good?
Yep, it's drunk. It's drunk as fuck.
Oh, this one earring that I can't take off, if you guys take it off, that's bullshit, man. I didn't do anything. I care more about my kids than my f***ing neighbor. Dude.
That's not true either. I would say if you are driving drunk with children in the car, I would say that that is false. But Okay.
Dude,
Alright, you're gonna go with me into cell 1.
Bitch.
do you
Yeah.
guys have anything on me? Like any fucking evidence, any pictures, or anything from this man who the fuck abused the fucking shit out of me?
Alright, we're gonna go on the bench.
Lakemore would have it.
They have. Do you guys not have it? You guys have my name, right? You guys have my ID. You can't search that up.
Take your hand.
That doesn't excuse you from driving drunk, okay? Like even if it is true, it still does not excuse you from driving drunk. You know, this is here nor there with this. Like this does not excuse you from drinking and driving. Hate to break that one to you.
Like I don't know what the fuck you want from me. I don't know, man. I do everything I fucking can for
That is true. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's kind of crazy that she's. I don't know if it's gonna say how old she is, but she's like at least 5 kids.
Dude, somebody drug test me, please. Please.
We'll get there.
Please, dude. I need to go to the bathroom. I'm gonna go fucking insane. You guys took me away from my baby.
Yeah.
Are you, look at this scar in my
I
head.
agree, donuts.
I bashed my head into the fucking wall. I want my.
You did that. You did that. Look at my head. It's bleeding because I decided to smash my head against the back of the seat. Look at this. Look at this. Feel bad for me. Like, what are you doing? What are we doing here? Come on now. Machu posts the taser or non-taser betting poll every video.
Look at this scar in my head. I bashed my head into the fucking wall. I want my kids.
Stop.
I want my kids, bro. And I can't have them now. You guys are gonna put that all again.
Unfortunately, a large chunk of audio has been redacted to protect the privacy of her children.
Dude.
It doesn't matter how loud you get.
I know. Why the fuck I have to be going through this shit when I do so much for my fucking kids, man? I do so much for my fucking.
Then don't drink and drive. I don't know. Like, why are we crashing out this way? Don't drink and drive. And guess what? This is not gonna happen. I don't like. I'm not really sure what else we can come to any other conclusions here for her.
Kids, man, I do everything that I can for them.
Okay,
I do everything. No, you don't.
Have
You
a
guys
seat
do
on this bench.
Yeah,
It's everything they have to read. Yeah.
I do everything that I can for them. My life means nothing, and I do everything for my fucking kids.
Okay, so like I get that like maybe we are a little bit upset that we had all these kids and we're super young and you know like we are gonna have whatever kind of crash out we're gonna have because we're upset because now you know like your life is like kind of fucked in a way that you probably can't go be young because you're gonna have to be because you're being a mother. But it does not excuse you. Does not excuse what you did. Does not excuse putting your life, your children's life in danger. So we're gonna have to just, you know, put our big girl pants on and, you know, kind of, you're gonna have to deal with this. That she got drunk at the T-ball game. Ooh, yeah. Maybe that's what it was. 5 kids at her age is pretty insane. Yeah. I mean, that could be why she drinks. I mean, I don't, but that doesn't mean you should get in a car.
That really hurts. You're really hurting
Kids
me.
equal the
I'm
problem.
Moving. I'm just talking to you guys. I don't even have friends because that motherfucker didn't let me have friends for 5, 6 fucking years. I'm over here working. Man, I'll never be.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think, you know, I mean, it's like a weird situation with some of these like younger people that have kids that are kids having kids, you know, because it's like I'm not knocking you for wanting to keep your kid, but at the same time, like I don't know, like honestly don't know because then some of them are not the best parents, and then some of them have like a lot of animosity towards their kids, like you stole my youth kind of situation. But either way, like it's not the kid's fault. But it's kind of it's kind of not a good idea to have kids. And how do you have this many kids when you're this young?
Fucking donuts to the fucking cops again.
She's just getting knocked up like left and right.
I even brought my kids to take. Can I go to the bathroom? I have a counter and I want to go to
It's
the
definitely
bathroom.
way up.
Tying me up, hurting.
I guess the other question too is, do we have a baby daddy or do we have baby daddies? Is probably like another question.
I'm not moving. 20 minutes?
Just listen. Don't
Sure, tell me because I don't want to get in more trouble than I
Don't really deal with the rest of your life. Yeah, that's true.
When he said 20 minutes, when you went
You're betting daddies. I kind of got that feeling too. Kind of got that feeling too.
to go to the bathroom, we have to wait that long before we can test you. That's the law.
Being left alone or yeah, I mean, yeah, it's I feel like it's kind of it's a little bit of like a catch-22 and maybe like what kind of support system you have, because I don't think it's fair to like dump your kids on your parents all the time. But if your parents do help you, or you do have enough help that it kind of, you know, what, I don't know how young she is, like whether or not she's still in high school or just out of high school or something like that. I mean, she could be 19 too, you know what I mean? But either way, I feel like it's kind of like, I don't know, it's like a weird situation sometimes, because I think there's plenty of kids that have had kids, you know, and then they grow up and they're fine, like, and everybody's fine, everyone's great, right? But but then there is like the other side of it where those kids like definitely don't have great lives.
In about 10 more minutes, I'm going to read you a really long document that's going to explain the state administered
At least
test,
3.
okay?
And you have like 2 hours, right, before the
You say
alcohol
6
is
different
drank
daddies
inside
for
of your
5
system.
babies.
How much you drank.
7. Oh, like one for each. I would like to know if we found the other 2 though. If we have 7 and she said 5 are in the car and the 2 are somewhere else. I would like to know that the other 2 are at least somewhere safe. Not like in the trunk or something, or she left them somewhere.
And I know that it's 2 hours.
Okay.
I don't know, because it says Teen Mom is the title of it. So, I mean, I guess that'd be up to 19, I would say. I would say 19 max.
Do you have any more questions?
No, and I don't want to fucking sit here and be tied up like
I do think it's less common overall, for sure, donuts.
That's why I put you in a cell.
Please, okay, whatever.
All right.
Melanie Vasquez was charged with DUI, possession of a controlled substance, resisting arrest, multiple counts of child endangerment, improper lane usage, and failing to secure children in safety seats.
The kids weren't even in their car seats. That's how you lost the other 2. Jesus, fuck. Twins or trip. Yeah, that's true. Or there's got to be like at least a set of twins in there, like at the very least. Maybe, hopefully, I don't know. I hope so. She on Team Mom, or is she yeah, I don't know. That's a good question too. I have no idea. I have no clue. All right, let's get into some Halloween themed stuff. Like this cannibal cave. Horrifying story of the cave of cannibals.
Take a look at this cave. This is a cave known as Sonny Bean's Cave. It's quite beautiful from the outside, and the surrounding countryside and ocean is even more so. But this beauty is deceptive. This cave is actually
right.
gruesome history. As all
Well, it says this video contains flashing lights, which may not be safe for photosensitivity epilepsy. And I think viewer discretion is advised. Can't handle it. Don't watch it.
always, viewer discretion is strongly
the other
advised.
white meat.
In 1977, theater and drive-in movie audiences flocked in droves to catch the latest movie written and directed by horror icon Wes Craven. Following the success of his directorial debut with the 1972 release of The Last House on the Left, fans of the genre, and him in particular, were eager to see what Craven's twisted mind had been working on for the previous 5 years, and to many, he didn't disappoint. His new movie, The Hills Have Eyes, equally thrilled and disgusted audiences on its release, as raked in $25 million at the box office, surpassing the success of his first film.
That's impressive. 25 million? God damn. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I don't know if I ever watched the original Hills Have Eyes. I don't know if I ever have.
Of course, many big-name film critics said it was too
right,
gruesome,
drive-ins are
but
pretty
wider
cool.
audiences of horror genre fans propelled the movie into the status of cult classic. Over the years that followed, it became a film franchise and was even remade in 2006.
Yeah, see, the 2006 one is the one that I've seen. The second one, I haven't seen that one. Part 2.
And judging by the average age of the audience in the channel, you're probably more likely to have only seen that version.
Yep.
Now, if you're unfamiliar with the movie, it sort of starts like this. During a good old-fashioned American road trip in the 1970s, the Carter family is traveling to LA. With a trailer in tow, the father, Bob, pulls into a gas station called Fred's Oasis in a remote area of Nevada. And we're talking extremely remote, like middle of the desert, single road, no other stops for miles in every direction. After they get gas and check the fluids under the hood, Fred warns the family to stay on the main road.
This guy from the... I love our outfit choice. I love the one button just right above the tummy. I love that. That is 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
After they get...
Yeah, but hey, you know what? It do be hot out there. you gotta let it breathe. Little Nightmares 3, is it out now? Alias to Billy.
Gas and check the fluids under the hood. Fred warns the family to stay on the main roads,
Oh, I
which of
love
course
it.
is advice they don't follow. The
Yeah, it's
family
hot.
car then eventually skids
Hot
off
out
the highway
there.
and wrecks, causing one of their dogs to run off into the Nevada desert hills. And this is where
Oh, Friday? Oh, nice.
it all begins. There's something in that remote desert living in the caves there that begins systematically stalking and killing them.
Give me
Now,
baby.
while Craven certainly had the kind of warped creativity it would take to dream up such a scenario, it was actually during his research following the release of The Last House on the Left
You're gonna bring this. I can't even make you fat talk, so I don't know how you're gonna pull that off.
that he came across a story
Fox is gonna be there with like his one button and his like 6-pack hanging out. We're gonna have to get you like a fat, like one of those fats. Like we're gonna have to get you like a pregnant belly, like those fake pregnant bellies. We'll just strap that to you.
so revolting that he couldn't help but let it inspire his next movie. And the story that would...
Oh, they do sell fake beer guts? Okay, there you go. Okay, Tox, there we go. Well, we're gonna have to buy you a fake beer guts because you literally cannot grow one on your own.
end up inspiring The Hills Have Eyes was the story of the Sawney Bean clan. It's uncertain where exactly he was born, but Alexander Bean, also known as Sawney, likely came into the world in the late 15th century in Scotland. Sawney was the son of a
He's a
hedge
big
trimmer and
sexy
ditch digger,
guy,
and as
yeah.
was customary at the time, he would go on to follow in his father's footsteps,
The
or at least
Bean clan.
attempt to. Pretty quickly, however, his father discovered that a working life didn't appeal to Sawney. Simply put, and by all accounts, he was lazy and preferred to waste his life daydreaming. This was obviously met with scorn and disappointment from his father, who did all he could to encourage Sawney into a life of hard labor, but no matter what he tried, nothing worked, and particularly Sawney. Much of his early life is a bit of a mystery, but at some point in his adult years, he met a woman named Black Agnes Douglas. Around the time of their meeting, she was being accused of witchcraft and was also looking for an escape.
Wait, her name is Black Agnes Douglas? How? Yeah, I mean, if I've ever heard of a witch name. I mean, she got a cool name, but not a cool name for that time
Around the
period.
time of their meeting, she was being accused of witchcraft and was also looking for an escape. So the two would end up being a perfect match, and they ran off together to leave behind a life of servitude, fleeing for the coastal county of Ayrshire, Scotland. Other than the relocation itself, neither of them had much of a plan, but they did manage to find a place to stay that still exists to this day. And this was a place truly befitting of the couple.
Oh my god, wait.
If you happen to stumble on it, you'd likely miss it altogether, as it's little more than a crack in a rocky cliff.
Does she know math or something? Yeah, probably. Probably. She's just too smart, you know.
It's located at the north end of Balcruchen Bay, about 5 kilometers north of the community of Ballantree. And it is in fact not
Swanee
a crack
Beans
at all.
Cave.
It's actually a raised cave that the couple took shelter
Or Sawney, I guess. Sawney Bean's Cave. Is this my origin story?
in and decided to call home. The cave today, which is known as Sawney Beans
That's with
Cave,
the
sits right at the high
It's just
tide
the
mark,
mummy.
and each
Say
time high tide
hi.
rolls in, it floods much of the entrance. For Sawney and Agnes, though, this was just fine, maybe even preferred actually, as they made the inner reaches of the labyrinth of tunnels their main quarters. The cave itself is about 590 feet, or 180 meters deep, and its quarters
Big
measure
smiles.
about 1 mile in total length. And the combination of all of these factors is credited for the couple going completely and utterly undetected for 25 years. All of those years ago, after relocating without working, however, there was a big problem Sawney had to contend with. He had
Food.
to support himself and his wife, and while he could have learned how to fish and lived off the ocean right outside his front door, he opted for a more efficient way to earn money through robbery. In the areas between nearby towns, there were narrow roads that were well traveled, giving him the perfect setting and opportunity to take advantage of travelers, particularly those using the road alone. When a horse or a wagon would reach a certain point in the woods, he'd jump out, force the travelers to stop, and then take whatever he could from them. Often this would include jewelry, currency, food, and other supplies. Then, once he had everything he could grab, he disappeared into the woods and brought the spoils back to the cave where Agnes was waiting. For a time this was enough, but Sonny apparently started to wonder about the chances of him being caught. The penalty for the crimes he was perpetrating during the time period was death, so leaving witnesses was a risky proposition.
Well, I guess that kind of raises stakes a little bit. I mean, you know,
To
you're gonna
resolve
get
this
hung,
matter, Sonny
hung
came
for
up
your
with a fairly
crimes.
simple and straightforward plan. If there were no witnesses to the crime, how could he ever be caught?
True.
Almost as soon as the idea struck him, he put the plan into action and soon realized this created another problem though, which was disposing of the evidence. If the local authorities were made aware of
cook 'em
dead
and eat
bodies
'em.
left lying in the woods, it would almost certainly result in an extensive manhunt to find the killer. But rather than focus on the problem, Sonny, despite his apparent laziness, was a solution-minded individual, and he figured he could actually solve several issues all at once. To remain undetected while visiting local shops and merchants was nearly impossible, so trading in the goods he took from travelers was a risk he no longer wanted to take. To that point, he'd been trading valuable items for food, but if he just killed the travelers and brought the bodies back to the cave with him, he and Agnes would also never have to worry about food again. And so it went afterward.
Right? I mean, it's funny that he like thought this through so thoroughly. Like, you know, oh, like, well, I don't really want to get killed because I'm stealing, right? And the penalty is death if I get caught stealing. So we're gonna have no witnesses, but then we can't just like leave the body out here. So clearly, we gotta eat them.
With Sonny continued to ambush travelers
Obviously.
in the narrow roads between
Obviously.
villages. He'd lure them off their horses and wagons, quickly dispatch them, and then drag them into the cave
The
where
evidence
Agnes would
looks
prepare them.
tasty.
Prior to this,
juicy
the
one
couple
here.
had been nearly starving, but now they had a steady supply of food and high-protein food at that. Soon, they both regained their strength, and in doing so, the couple began to have children. Before long, they had 14 kids, 8
Oh my
sons
God.
and 6 daughters, all of which were fed what Sonny brought back from the moment they could eat solid food. In fact, as the children became old enough, they start to join Sonny in his attacks on travelers, and all the extra
Okay, so this is like a bean army.
help made for much lighter work for their father. When more of them were joining Sonny on his daily duties, the Bean Clan was able to start picking off larger traveling parties, sometimes dispatching upwards of 6 people in one ambush.
Oh my
Years
God.
apparently passed like this as the Bean Clan continued to make a deplorable
I
living for
have
themselves.
14 kids.
And as if things weren't disturbing enough, the kids eventually start to have kids of their own.
What? No, that's how. Well, these kids are. That's how you have. This is how you have third arms. Okay, third arms and third nipples. All right.
This wasn't from finding outside partners, if you know
Yeah.
what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
After a long enough span, the family that once began as 2 had grown to 46, with all of them living inside the cave together and all of them hunting travelers together. As you might imagine, the constantly growing list of missing people was noticed by the nearby villagers, and desperate for justice, they
Good
first
for
began to point
14
fingers at one another. The brunt of the blame initially fell on local innkeepers, since the inns were often the last place those went missing were seen. Untold numbers of innocent people were wrongly accused of being responsible for the disappearances,
Oh
and were
no.
sentenced to capital punishment, with not a single one of them confessing to the crimes on the gallows. After enough of these, attention began to shift to where all of these disappearances had been taking place. If it wasn't the
Oh man, this is like a whole different. This is a whole different theme of witch hunting that we have going on here. I mean, like obviously everybody's probably a little scared, but little do they know, you got inbred clan coming and grabbing you and eating you.
these condemned people, maybe there was some other explanation. Local authorities
boy.
eventually organized massive searches in hopes of finding some feral group of people living in the forest, but efforts came up empty. In fact, during one scan of the coastline, a member of a search party even came across the entrance to Sonny Bean's cave and pointed it out to
Oh.
the others. But everyone would agree that there was no way anyone could live and survive inside a sea cave.
That was like the perfect cover then. They were living in that cave and everyone didn't think it was possible. Well,
But everyone would agree that there
Gotta
was no
hand it
way
to 'em
anyone
there.
could live and survive inside a sea cave. So, more years went by, and the Bean Clan only got better and better at their family profession. The ambushes on travelers were executed with military-like precision, and there was never a shortage of victims. The family apparently also became nocturnal, remaining in the cave throughout the day and coming out at night to hunt unfortunate travelers. And because they were bringing in more than they could eat at any one time, the women learned to salt and pickle the meat to preserve it. But even then, there would be a constant stench of rotting flesh permeating through the cave. After a while, the Bean...
You had that much, why wouldn't you just slow your roll a little bit? Or is it like they just can't help themselves at this point? Like now they're like addicted to it, or this is like our 9 to 5, I guess. But at the same time, it's like if you are having an overabundance of meat, and there's no way to like keep it, keep most of it, like you're doing it as fast as you can to like try to like smoke them, salt them, whatever, preserve them, pickle it, and you still have too much. Maybe you gotta take a few days off.
Took just tossing limbs into the ocean outside
maybe
the
a
cave
month
entrance.
off.
And soon enough, these parts would wash ashore and be discovered by villagers, leading many to believe that the epidemic of missing persons was instead caused by animals. These prosperous times for the Bean Clan, however, wouldn't last forever. One evening in the year 1600, darkness had just fallen when a couple was returning from a fair along the narrow road which
Just killed anyone you could have found them. I guess so, but if they're also like going on trails and stuff, I would say that I would say that their home is relatively safe. So I think if you just stayed in there, I think you'd be okay. You know, like maybe have some sort of lookout if people got a little too close, you know, but
the Beans had made their hunting ground.
This just seems like they got a taste, you know.
With the man riding on the front of the horse,
Animals
and the woman
isn't
riding
entirely
just behind
inaccurate,
him, the Bean Clan
true.
emerged from the dark woods on all sides of them. The Bean women then grabbed the woman and pulled her off the horse onto the ground, immediately attacking her and beginning to essentially pull her apart. The way they descended was so quick and so gruesome that she was almost in pieces by the time she touched the ground. And upon seeing this, her husband was horrified and overtaken by rage. And unlike their previous victims, he had been trained in combat. He fought against the family as they tried to pull him from the horse, but the man soon pulled out his sword and a pistol. Then, moments later, about 20 to 30 other travelers returning from the fair happened upon the scene and rushed to join the fight.
Oh shit.
This was the first time the Beans ever faced serious resistance, and it soon became clear that they were not going to win this one. So all at once, they scattered back into the forest and returned to the cave, leaving behind a scene of carnage. It's unclear if the Beans immediately knew the consequences of their first failed attack, but this was the first time they had ever left behind a living witness. The other travelers then accompanied the man who was attacked all the way to Glasgow, Scotland, where he spoke to the chief magistrate about his experience in the woods. And as the man told his story, the chief magistrate began to connect the dots that had been missing for decades to that point. The growing list of missing travelers, the body parts washing up in nearby villages, everything started to make sense with the story of the ambush. The chief magistrate then decided to do something that was well beyond usual protocol for the time.
Going hunting for crazy people.
He marched the man right to King James IV, who just so happened to have taken a keen interest in the pattern of missing persons in Scotland, and he had also developed a theory that witchcraft was to blame. The king then listened intently as the man retold the story of his wife's death and the animalistic behavior of her attackers. Immediately upon the story's conclusion, the king gathered an army of 400 men and a pack of tracking hounds, and the large caravan began heading toward Ayrshire.
Well, I think that's plenty. I mean, you might lose a few, but I think this is I think 400 would suffice.
As the king and his army traveled, the caravan apparently grew with volunteers jumping in line to aid in the search for the perpetrators. And leading the way was the man whose wife was viciously attacked by the Sawney Bean Clan.
Grab your pitchforks.
Upon reaching Ayrshire, the search area extended throughout the countryside and along the coastline, but at first, there were no signs at all of some rogue families living in the forest. When the party passed in front of Sawney Bean's cave, the opening in the rocks wasn't even paid attention to by them, but the dogs were a different story. All at once, the hounds began to pull wildly on their leads and howl in the direction of the rocky cliff. It wasn't until someone inspected the narrow cave entrance that the king, who had already passed by, was told about the find and back.
Yeah, right? Yeah, all it takes is one. All it takes is one. Because now look at this. You know, we have a small army coming out.
Backtracked. It's just that from the outside of the cave, no one could fathom that anyone would be living or even hiding out inside the tunnel, as all they could see from the sand was darkness beyond the opening. The dogs, however, continued to make it clear that there was more to it. Soon enough, as many men as could fit inside the cave lit torches and began to slowly make their way down the tunnel. The further and further they went, the more prevalent the smell became, causing them to realize what the dogs had alerted them to.
Ugh.
When the soldiers reached the very end of the tunnel, about a mile from the entrance, they were greeted by an unimaginable sight. Apparently, parts of all kinds were strung up along the cave walls around barrels for pickling, making the entire space look like a butcher shop.
God, I bet this place just, oh God, I cannot imagine like the smell of this cave. And on top of it, like, like they aren't that clean.
To
Ugh.
the side of the main living area were piles of clothing, jewelry, and bones, and in the middle of it all was the entire Bean clan, looking just as surprised as the men who came upon them. When the shock wore off, the Beans attempted to fight, but they were quickly subdued thanks to being greatly outnumbered. Then, once every man, woman, and child in the family was captured, they were marched to a nearby village where the king decided to forego the established justice system, sentencing each member of the Bean clan to capital punishment. The day after their capture, the family was taken to Leith, where they would succumb to a particularly brutal punishment. The men would...
How many of them were there total? Because after the initial 14 kids, like, they started to have kids. Ugh. But, like, how many, I wonder, how, like, what was the total of them all?
The family was taken to Leith, where they would succumb to a particularly brutal punishment.
Yeah.
The men would go on to have
real.
each of their limbs removed and were left to succumb to blood loss, while the women watched in horror. And as they witnessed this slow process happen to the men in the Bean family, the army prepared 3 large bonfires. Then once all the men were gone, the women were given the fate typical of witches of the air, bringing an end to the story of the ruthless Bean clan. Now, if you're wondering why some of the elements of the story seem to not make sense, you're not the only one. Many people have asked, and rightfully so, did this actually happen? And while Wes...
Were they capturing kids for the kids? No, they were inbreeding. The kids were having kids with each other.
Craven's These Tales Have Eyes is unquestionably a work of pure fiction. The tale of the Bean clan has often been presented as verified fact. The truth is, though, there's a significant amount of supporting information and evidence that's missing from the tale.
Monster of Scotland.
Historians have scoured records, newspapers, and diaries of the time in Scotland, and not a single one of them mentions a trend of disappearing travelers.
Oh,
and
okay.
certainly, you have to imagine the discovery of a...
So maybe this is just like a folklore urban legend.
One of them mentions a trend of disappearing travelers. And certainly, you have to imagine the discovery of a person-eating family of 46 would have made the news.
Mm-hmm.
So how exactly did this story come about? The beginnings of the story have been traced back to a publication that was popular in the 18th and 19th.
I think at one point they said like 40 of them. Oh my God. Oh God. It's like the people up in the mountains.
Centuries called the Newgate Calendar. This publication told of crimes of the day with a sensationalized twist, making it difficult to separate fact from fiction.
No, you're paying attention.
Others, however, maintain that there are at least bits and pieces of truth woven into the story of the Bean clan. Centuries earlier, there was a slightly more evident story of a man named Christy Cleek, a butcher said to have turned to eating whatever he could find during a devastating 14th century famine. He apparently also led a small band of outlaws who preyed on travelers, which sounds remarkably similar to the Bean clan story. There's also the undeniable history of banditry and smuggling along the Ayrshire coast, where caves were used as hideouts for ambushes. So combine all these together with broken telephone across decades, and you have the perfect mix for the birth of a legend about a grotesque...
Oh, that's kind of true, though. That I do kind of see his point here of like where they could have maybe been created. I would say, I guess that might be like the best word to use. Because, I mean, like, when you look at like a lot of urban legends and stuff like that, or like folklore type tales that are supposed to, be a little scary, but
these together with broken telephone across decades, and you have the perfect mix for the birth of a legend about a grotesque, cave-dwelling, flesh-eating clan.
The legend of beans.
So, what do you think? Do you think the legend is just that, or do you think there's more to the story?
I would have to agree that if there is no record of ever having something like this happen somewhere, and especially for some of these areas and some of the times, there's like pretty extensive records that like, of like really kind of like odd things happening. Like somebody would have recorded it somewhere, I'm guessing. So I feel like it's kind of like maybe the latter of the two, where he was saying that like this could have just been like, like a broken game of telephone, and it's kind of, if it's spreading through word of mouth for so long that by the time it got to a certain point, it turns into like this crazy like creation of this family now. Like You know, because I feel like that's usually what happens when stuff kind of starts in one, you know, like it's like one guy and now we have this like family of 40, right? So like, you know, it could have been like this one guy and then like this one guy got married and then they were eating people and then, you know, but then like then it kind of changed a little bit of like, you know, oh well like they wanted to move here and she was a witch so they had to be in hiding and like that makes it more exciting, right? So I would say that if there's no like actual, I guess like some sort of record anywhere of any mention of it, I would say it's probably just a fun kind of crazy story to scare your kids. This is good though. Sounds like normal Skyrim stuff. True. So true. That's yes, that is a very good point. Entire mod list, 240 to 0, the next 230 if you want to know how long it took to answer. You like a certain demon barber? Hell yeah. Alright, this is a new haunted house that's doing like the Not Scary Farm. I thought this would be it's supposed to be like a haunted zoo or something. Like the zoo the zoo haunted house. This is from the guy that walks through all the haunted houses. The zoo. I kind of like this idea, like for a haunted house, like having like some crazy zoo. I kind of like it.
Quick, powerful, agile, and ruthless, ready to face the vast array of challenges that confront the soldier in today's modern army.
The ones we live in.
Cutting-edge technologies.
True. And floating bars. Oh, well that's not too bad, Gus. Fair enough. It's gonna be like Zoocosis. Ah. I saw an ad for a haunted Ren fair. Ooh, that'd probably be kind of cool. I like this entryway here. What is Ah! What is this thing? Is it like a pig? Man, bear, pig, or mole? What are you? I can't... Whatever it is, I don't hate it. Don't hate it. It's going good. How you doing, Mel? Got a security guard, alright. Or maybe a zookeeper. It's Splinter? Yeah, maybe. What is... That was kind of cool. Trust no one. Oh, you gotta get some body armor. Save yourself! See, what have we got in here? Bear? Bear man. Is this like the CRISPR went wrong? The CRISPR machine was used for evil. Oh, I like this though. That looks cool. It's got a nice touch to it. Furry BDSM. Oh no. Well, this one looks like maybe it's like undead. Like undead prisoner. Experiment. Ooh, what was that up there? This one has a snack. I think this is a bird man. Eagle man. Ooh. I do like that. We saw that like cable swinging thing at that convention the person was walking around on, and I do like this. I think this is cool to add to haunted houses. I feel like it just adds a little zhuzh to it, you know? You got people flying around or jumping around. I can't see shit in this one. It was dark. It was a dark hallway. Darkness. Ooh. Oh, here we go. This is where the magic happens. Are you sure it still has a pulse? I like the medical setup like this, so this is cool. Oh. That's a face hugger. Whatever this poster is right here, I want one. I want this poster. That's really cool. Ooh, this. Oh, we got. Is this the gorilla? Well, maybe not. Oh. Oh, this one looks cool too. This looks expensive. Yeah, this one looks very. This one looks like it might be like a custom made one. Man, that's impressive though. We gotta let out. Oh, I like his mask. That was kind of cool. This is cool. There's like a mermaid, and then there's like people. Looks like there's people like stuck in it. That's cool. Oh, I like that. And I like whatever this little thing is. It's kind of cute. I kind of like it. Octopus broke out. Mutated, or is it squid maybe? Is he coughing? These like the dangerous ones in here. That's a gremlin. At least he got a toilet. I can't tell what that one is. It's a little too dark. Did they do all this graffiti in here? Because that's impressive. They might be crazy half human, half animals, but they're artistic. I like this little sewer transition. Not the iguana. That one. Look at him. No. There's like a gecko, chameleon. Oh, that makeup looks good. He'd like a crazy like duck went wrong type of situation. Cinemassacre Monster Madness is about haunted house. Oh no, I don't know what Cinemassacre Monster. I don't know what that is. That's cool though. Yeah, look at this one. Damn. This one's impressive too. Look at this. This is a big one too. Bro's collecting bodies. Oh, then you let them go outside. Oh, cinema slasher. Oh, I guess I didn't realize there were more. Oh, we saw this one. I don't think... Yeah, we saw this one, and then... The Zoo Lights Out edition? I don't think we saw this, though. Oh, wait, is this the same? The Zoo in the Dark. Flashlight. Is it different than... Oh, they give you flashlights to go around in? So he went in through during the day and this is at night? Fun but angry video game nerd. Oh! Yeah, I don't know who that is. Well, that's cool that they give you flashlights so you can go around in. I bet this probably, like, and you have it, like, all, like, in the dark, like, that's pretty cool. I feel like that would give you a better experience, too, especially for something like this. Yeah! Yeah, like, look how cool that one looks now. It looks way better like that, like, that's cool. I like that. Yeah, that's cool. I think that's a cool experience. We're buffering. I apologize. Hopefully we stop. I think we're back. Let's see. I do this one and then I'm probably gonna hop off. Because that'll bring us to like around 10-ish.
Fashioned Cabin in the Woods scary story. It happened in 1991.
Around the beginning of YouTube, you might know of him and can't at the moment remember. Let's see. Name cinema. I mean, that even doesn't. That I would say that doesn't sound familiar to me. Let me see. Well, I have no idea who he is. I have no clue. I mean, I'll have to watch. I'll have to watch one of his videos. But yeah, he doesn't look familiar to me. I have no clue.
In West
Have a
Virginia,
good night,
and
Annie. Thanks
boy,
for
is it
hanging
a good
out.
one. But
Sleep
before
well,
we get
guys.
into that story, if you're a fan of the strange, dark, and mysterious delivered in story format,
So yeah, this is a why you should never live next to a graveyard.
then you've come to the right channel, because
How's it
that's
going,
all
Daniel?
I do, and I upload 3,
Good to
4,
see
even
you.
5 times every week. If that's of interest to you, then please take all of the like buttons' white clothes and wash them with a brand new red shirt. Also, please subscribe to this channel and turn on all notifications so you don't miss any of my weekly uploads. All right, let's get into today's story.
Oh my gosh.
Busy city. In 1991, Brian Kendall and his young family were tired of living the busy city life. He worked in Baltimore, Maryland. He was a carpenter by trade, but he and his wife Belinda had grown up in the country in West Virginia.
He
and they
torments
decided
the
to
like
move
button,
back
yep.
there, even though that would mean
As
a
we all should.
multi-hour-long commute for Brian to get back to Baltimore to do work, because he still worked in Baltimore. So Brian and Belinda start looking for places to live in West Virginia, and they find this nice home in Slanesville, West Virginia, which is a population of 182 people last time I checked. The house itself had more of a
182 people? Goddamn.
cabin feel to it. I mean, it was
Damn.
way out in the middle of this forest, no neighbors anywhere. It was a ranch style, so single floor, and basically everywhere you looked was just pure forest. So this cabin is super isolated, but Brian and Belinda had come from a neighborhood that wasn't very safe, and they didn't like sending their kids outside without supervision. Now, living in the middle of nowhere, they could at least let their kids go outside and not really worry about them.
That's
so
true.
even though it might have been lonely, they felt like it was at least safe. And Brian went out and got a beautiful, friendly black lab dog to come and protect the property, and her name was Coco. They loved Coco. She was very protective of the kids right away, and she blended in with the family immediately. And very quickly, the family really took to living in Slanesville. They loved their new home and their new life.
Yo, that's kind of a baller name though. Slanesville? I like it. That's kind of that's a pretty cool kind of town name though.
Quickly, the family really took to living in Slanesville. They loved their new home and their new life.
That's
Everything
just the
was
one.
going
Yep,
so
yep.
well
If it's itchy, it's
at
healing.
first. Shortly after they had moved into the house and finally unpacked, Belinda invited her brother, as well as her brother's wife and daughter named Jordan, to come over and check out the house. And so they come over. Belinda had gotten a cake and some balloons, and she planned on throwing a little mini surprise party for Jordan, who was about the same age as her kids and had recently had a birthday, and so they figured they would surprise her, give her some cake, and have a little impromptu birthday party. After cake, the kids went into the living room and were playing in there together. The living room was right next to the kitchen, and so the adults were in the kitchen having coffee and chatting, and as they're chatting, they all noticed something very strange going on in the living room with the kids. The kids had taken all of the balloons and brought them into the living room, and they had all floated up to the ceiling, and there was pretty high ceilings inside of this living room. And as the adults are looking in the direction of the kids and these balloons, they notice one of the balloons comes down from the ceiling, but the string is tight, as if someone's holding the balloon and pulling it down, but no one was pulling on the balloon. The adults stopped talking, and they've all noticed this, and they're all looking at it, because it looked very unnatural. The balloon stops right in the middle of the room, and it's a ways away from the kids, and the kids haven't noticed it. And the parents are just quietly watching this balloon, and no one knows what to make.
I think the parents are just like, okay, nobody freak out because it's gonna make all the kids start crying. But then they're all just like, oh shit.
But no one's even commenting that this is happening. They're all just quiet and watching.
Right?
And
Are
the
they
balloon
red
starts
balloons?
moving across the room
How's
over
it
to
going,
where
Slim?
Jordan was. Jordan notices the balloon for the first time. She turns and goes, "Thank you," as if she's talking
Oh.
to someone, but no one's there. She reaches
Okay, well, that's how you know it's time to burn the house down. Yep, when your kid starts talking like that, it is time. It's time to burn the house down.
out to take the balloon, and as she goes to grab it, it drifts right back up to the ceiling, as if someone had been holding it and let go of it.
I'm
And Jordan,
doing
kinda
good.
grabbed for it, watched it go to the ceiling, and then Jordan just turned around and kept on playing. That
Just got home from a job. Nice. Do you want a balloon? Yeah, fuck it. Yeah.
startled everybody. They could make sense of a balloon coming down and then moving. The helium could be leaking, there could be a draft in the room, but for it to go right back up and look like someone had released it,
Oh, I'm
they
sorry,
couldn't
Gus.
explain that. And so the parents go right in the living room. They're looking at each other. The parents are, and they're like, did you see that? What was that about? And they grab that balloon down from the ceiling and they're trying to like replicate what they saw. And they're kind of looking at each other like, are we going crazy? And they go over to Jordan and they say, hey, who were you talking to a minute ago? And she couldn't really articulate anything. And they said, when the balloon was right here in front of you, who are you talking to? And she stops and kind of thinks about it for a second. She's a young kid, you know, she's like 2 or 3 years old. She thinks about it and she points in the direction where no one's standing and goes, him. The parents look.
Yep. You gotta move. It's time to go. It's time to pack up and go.
About it, and she points in the direction where no one's standing and goes, him.
We've been out since 4
The
a.m.
parents look in the direction
damn.
of where she's pointing. They look at each other, and then they start laughing because they're like, okay, we're scaring ourselves. Obviously, you know,
we're scaring ourselves. The kid's scaring us. You know, it's fine.
laughing because they're like, okay,
no big deal.
We're scaring ourselves. Obviously, you know, the helium must have come out, and maybe there's a draft, and she's 3. She doesn't know what she's talking about. She's probably got an imaginary friend. Like, we're just scaring each other. Let's just drop it. Let's forget the balloon.
Is that far away for you?
Forget the balloon, and they don't think about it again. But after Jordan and her parents leave, Belinda and Brian would say to each other, like, that was pretty weird. A couple of days later, Brian asks his daughter.
Look at over there in the old Victorian clothes, obviously. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like a little toddler. She's just like him. It's like nobody's there, and you're just like, okay, well, you know, it's been fun. I gotta go. Hopefully you guys move.
Like, that was pretty weird. A couple of days later, Brian asked his daughter, Blair, who was about 5 or 6
5
years
hours.
old,
if
she wanted to come with him and go explore the back forest behind their property, because Brian had been working so much, he hadn't really had a chance to go explore, and he figured now's a good chance to go. Blair's super excited. The two of them go out into the backyard and they start walking around. And after walking a bit of a ways, they stop because they see something in the middle of the forest that shouldn't have been there. They see this van, like a vehicle, that looked like it had been set on fire at one point. It's totally charred. It's basically just a frame, and it's parked in the middle of the forest. And there are no roads anywhere. And they go in the back of the vehicle and look inside, and there are all these burnt stuffed animals and kids' toys that are in the back of this van.
Ooh.
And there is what looks to be the spring of a mattress that must have been caught up in this fire that burned the vehicle. And Brian just had this sinking feeling that something was wrong with this scene. And he said, hey, you know what, Blair, we gotta go. Let's not look at this. We don't know what this is. Let's just go. When they get back to the house, Brian would tell Belinda what he found. How would that van have gotten there? And why was it there? It just didn't make any sense to either of them.
Well, like the bigger question is like, why are there kids' toys in there with a mattress and then everything got burned? Like, did somebody stick their kid in there?
Over the first couple of months that they were living in Slanesville, Brian was trying to commute daily to his work in Maryland, but it was taking up hours and hours of his day. He was getting no sleep, and it just didn't make sense. And so even though they only had one car, he started commuting on Monday morning to work and then staying with his mom, who lived in Maryland, and then coming back to Slanesville on Friday night, which would mean that every week, Monday to Friday, Belinda and the kids would be alone in their cabin in the woods in Slanesville with no vehicle. But Belinda had grown up in a very isolated house in the middle of a forest in West Virginia, so she wasn't a stranger to this type of setup, and so really didn't have...
Someone fell asleep smoking in their van house. I don't think it was a van house. Like, I don't know, because it's not like, what if they like shoved their kid in there and then they like burnt it because they didn't want their kid anymore, you know?
Forest in West Virginia.
Does that mean a spooky video for next stream? Thank you, real fan.
Type of setup, and so really didn't have any issues with this lifestyle that they had in Slanesville. Blair had been asking ever since they moved in if she could go camping one night out in their RV. They had a little RV camper that was parked right outside their property, and she wanted to spend a night out there by herself. And so one week when Brian was away for work, Belinda finally caved and said, okay, Blair, you can stay in the camper.
That's for too. Kendra, no. Oh my God. Bro, no.
One week when Brian was away for work, Belinda finally caved and said,
he has
okay,
a kid
Blair,
now?
you can stay in the
Oh,
camper tonight.
nice.
She wasn't thrilled about this idea, but she...
No, I applaud you for that though. That was a good one. That was a good one. I appreciate dark
caved
humor.
and said, okay, in the camper tonight. She wasn't thrilled about this
That was a
idea,
solid
but
one.
she felt like the kids had a little bit of cabin fever going on because they were so cooped up in this house, and she figured this is an easy way to make Blair feel a little bit happier living here. So she told Blair, once you go in there, I want you to lock the door and not open it again, and Coco, their dog, is going to stay with you. Blair was just fine with this setup, and so that night she went out.
Yeah, like I don't know. I mean, obviously, I think at the very least I would maybe call the cops and just be like, "Oh, do you guys know about this out here?" Like, you know, like if it was just like a burnt vehicle, like me, I mean, I'd still like maybe call, but like the fact that there's the mattress and the kids' toys in there, I'd be like, you know, like I don't know, like do you guys know that this is out here? Just double checking because there's only 187 people that live here.
And Coco, their dog, is going to stay with you. Blair was just fine with this setup, and so that night she went out to the camper. She had Coco with her. She had all her warm clothes on. She brought a lantern with her and some books she was going to read. She goes out, and her mom tucks her into her bed inside of the RV and gives her a kiss, and then she leaves. In the camper, there was a pull-out bed that she was on that took up the majority of the floor space in the camper. On her right, as she was laying down, was a big window with a blackout curtain that slid across the whole thing, and she kept that curtain shut. At the foot of her bed to the right was the door that led into the camper, and there was a window on that as well, but there was no blind to block it. And so at some point, Blair is tired. She turns off her lantern and she gets under her covers with Coco right next to her, and she goes to sleep. At some point in the night, Blair wakes up suddenly because Coco is acting really strange.
Yeah,
She's very uneasy, and
dogs
she's looking
know.
towards the door that leads into the camper, and she's acting like she just saw something. So Blair sits up, she's trying to calm down Coco, and she looks at the window on the door, and she can look outside. There's a little bit of moonlight outside, so she's got a little bit of illumination, and as she's looking, she sees what looks like a figure walk past the door. She can't tell if it's a person or if it's an animal or what it is, but she definitely saw something walk past the door. And Coco clearly saw it too, because Coco begins growling, and instead of just looking at the door where this figure was, Coco basically follows the figure and is now looking at the window right next to Blair. Blair thinks it's her mom, and so she tries to calm down Coco. She turns on her lantern.
Oh God! So wait, does she think like her mom's like messing with her, but it's not her mom? Oh God, that would probably make me have to change my pants if I was a kid. When I start using this model, this is just for Halloween. I just made this for Halloween.
Blair thinks it's her mom, and so she tries to calm down Coco. She
Yeah, be
turns on her
festive,
lantern, and she goes to the front door, and she peeks her head out. She doesn't see anything. She unlocks it and opens it and pokes her head out. She doesn't see her, and she goes, "Mom?" And there's no one out there. She looks up at the house, which is right next to her, and all the lights are off. There's no sign that her mom left the house. Suddenly feeling really startled, she shuts the door, locks it, and goes back in her bed. Now, the whole time that Blair had turned that lantern on and gone down to the door and yelled for her mom, Coco was still on the bed looking at the window where the blackout curtains were covering up whatever was on the other side. Now, when Blair's going back to the bed, Coco is showing her teeth. She's baring her teeth and she's growling at the window. Blair's totally spooked. She jumps into her bed, throws the
Blair
covers
Witch
over
Trials.
her head.
Oh no, this is it's just the kid's name is Blair.
At the window. Blair's totally spooked. She jumps into her bed, throws the covers over her head, and she's sitting there hoping that Coco will just stop and that this will all end and she can go to sleep, but Coco doesn't stop. And she's like reaching out and trying to pull Coco to get under the covers with her, but Coco won't stop. Blair decides she has to take a look out that window, and she thinks maybe it is my mom. Maybe I just missed her before and she's trying to come in. Maybe she was knocking and I didn't hear her. And so she takes her covers off her head, gets right up next to the side of the wall. She's underneath the window, which is right next to her. And she starts pulling aside that curtain. And as soon as she's got a view out the window, she sees a dark figure that looks like a man or something standing right outside the glass, looking down into her camper. She's so scared. She drops the curtain and just gets under her covers. Coco goes right on top of Blair and is standing over Blair, basically protecting her. And at some point, Blair does manage to fall asleep. Meanwhile, on the same night, there was some other drama happening up at the main house. Belinda had
Yo, right, classic Skinwalker shit. Yup.
put Blair's
Peeking
younger
in
brother,
like that,
Sean,
like
to
being
bed
creepy and
almost
shit.
immediately after she tucked in Blair inside of the camper. Sean was 3 years old and he was a great sleeper. She could put him in his bed, say goodnight to him, and she wouldn't see him until the next morning. But that night, Belinda was laying in bed, and Sean multiple times would get out of his bed and come into her bedroom and say he was scared and didn't want to be in his room. Belinda would
That's because something's in there. Something's hanging out with your son, and he's like, no, I can't sleep with somebody staring at me.
Out of his bed and come into her bedroom
You
and
gotta
say
burn the
he was
house down.
scared and didn't want to be in his room. Belinda would get up, she'd go back, she'd tuck him back in and say, you got nothing to worry about, it's just a new house, you're fine, you're safe. But on the third or fourth time that this happened, because it was so out of character, she asked Sean, what's going on? What are you so scared of? And he says, there's a monster in my window. Belinda assumes what he means is maybe a deer was outside or some other animal might have walked by the window.
Aliens.
Because in virtue of being a single-story house, all of the bedroom windows are at ground level. And so she goes to the window and she looks out and it's just forest, deep, dark forest, everywhere you look. And so she's thinking, okay, maybe a deer walked by the window or a moose or something like that, and that's what he saw. And so she was able to explain to him that, it's just a new house, there's probably some deer that are coming by the window, you got nothing to worry about. And so she was able to finally calm him down and he would go to sleep. The next morning, Blair is relieved to wake up and have sunlight be coming through that little open window on the front door. She and Coco go into the main house. She sits down for breakfast with her mom and with her brother. And
do you even I forget how old he said she was, but do you even say anything? Oh, there was a man outside the camper like, I don't know.
Go into the
I mean,
house.
I
She
would,
sits down for
and then,
breakfast with her mom
parents
and with her
probably wouldn't
brother,
believe you, maybe.
And Belinda
I don't know.
asks her how was camping. And Blair, who was normally
She's
a
like,
very
it's fucking
chatty
terrible.
child, was very quiet about it. And her mom said, well, did you have a good time? Like,
Absolutely
you didn't tell me
not.
anything about it. And
Nope.
Blair just said, I don't think I want to go camping again. And she didn't elaborate. She just didn't want to talk about it. And so Belinda didn't ask any more questions, and that was that. That day goes by without incident. And then that night, Belinda gets Sean and Blair to bed in their normal rooms. They're asleep. Belinda goes to her bed and she falls asleep. And she starts to have this very strange dream. In her dream, she wakes up and looks at the foot of her bed and she sees a boy she doesn't recognize. And he's signaling her to come with him. And so in her dream, she gets up out of her bed and she follows him out of her room and she goes out to the front yard and it's daylight outside. And on her front yard are all these clotheslines strung all over the front yard. And there are these white sheets that are hanging from each of these clotheslines, all in different random directions. And she's trying to find this boy, and she can't find him because all the sheets keep getting in her way. She finally stops because she feels something on her toe. And she looks down, she's barefoot, and on her right big toe is a clothespin that had been pinched onto her toe. And so she reaches down and pulls it off, and that's when she wakes up. And now she's awake in real life. And so she sits up and she's kind of looking around and she's in that immediate fog following a really vivid dream. And then she realizes that was just a dream, gets back in bed and she goes to sleep. The next day she gets up.
I don't know. I don't know what I would do if I had this kind of dream. I mean, I don't know if it's it doesn't seem like it's scary enough to make me think that something was wrong necessarily, but it also, if it's that weird, maybe that vivid, I could see it being just maybe just weird, just strange, right? I just I just had a really, really weird dream, right? Because it doesn't seem like anything happened in it that would make me be like, oh man, this was a really scary dream, so something bad's gonna happen.
She realizes that was just a dream, gets back in bed, and she goes to sleep. The next day she gets up, she gets out of her bed, and she begins pulling her blankets up to make her bed. As she's walking around the foot of the bed, she stops because she sees something on the ground. A clothespin. They don't own any clothes.
Okay, well, that might make you feel a little freaked out. That might freak you out a little bit.
And so she's
fair
sitting
enough.
there looking at
fair
it thinking,
enough.
how
That's
could that
fair.
have gotten there? What was that dream about? Was I awake? Was I doing something in my sleep? Was I sleepwalking? She can't make sense of it, but it totally freaked her out. That day, Belinda told her sister about this dream with the clothespin and then finding it at the foot of the bed. And her sister's like, look, you probably just need a break. You're alone with the kids all the time. You're isolated. Let me...
You made a huge deal out of it. Yeah, I don't I don't know. I mean, I can probably, I can recall maybe a few dreams I had that were really weird, really weird. But for the most part, I mean, I guess maybe that would be, if you were that kind of person, then maybe that would be your red flag of maybe something's just weird or something's a little off, or I don't know, I guess. Cuz I almost feel it's so tame, the dream that she describes. It doesn't seem Like, it is freaky that she woke up and the clothespins on the floor and they don't own any. Like, I would say that would probably, like, make everything a little more creepy, right? But, like, the dream itself would probably just be like, oh, like, it was just kind of weird, you know? Like, yeah, dreams are kind of odd.
Like, look, you probably just need a break. You're alone with the kids all the time. You're isolated.
Yeah,
Let me
maybe just,
come
like, a
over. I'll
stress
watch
thing.
the kids, and you can just go for a walk and do whatever. Just clear your mind. And so Belinda's sister comes over, takes the kids, and Belinda decides that what she's going to do is go explore the woods behind their house. She walks a little ways behind their property, and she sees something.
Not owning clothespins is weird. That's true. I mean, like, we don't even use, like, we don't have a clothesline because we have, like, a washer and dryer and stuff. And then if we have to, like, hang something up, like, we just hang it up. But, like, we don't have, like, a clothesline. But we have clothespins.
And that really stands out to her. It was a little cemetery.
We
It
do
was
own
on their
clothespins.
property, or at least close to their property. She goes over to it and sees there are 4 small headstones. There's no writing on them, but the size of the headstone themselves, it seemed to indicate that these could have been children. And so she was very unsettled by it and decided that, you know what, I'm done with my walk and I'm just going to go back now. A couple of days later, Blair was sleeping in her room when she woke up suddenly for no apparent reason. She sat up, she kind of looked around, and she noticed that the curtains that normally would cover up her window that overlooked her bed were open.
Then you're not, like,
really
oh,
uneasy by this, especially after that incident.
I mean, like, more often than not, like, once I lay down and then I, like, usually turn him on and listen to maybe a story. If it's like one of his podcast ones where like they're like the deep dives are like an hour and a half or something, then I don't make it through the whole thing. But I turn that on and I listen to it for a few minutes and then I'm out, and then I don't. I mean, like, if like I guess like you do dream every night when you sleep, but like I don't remember shit.
In the RV, she liked having those
It's like
curtains closed. So she gets
I
up
lay
to go
down
over
and
shut this curtain,
I'm waking
and she
back
looks
up.
out the window and she sees standing in front of the tree line is a dark silhouette of a figure. It looks like a man or some person. And she freezes and she's looking at it and she can tell that it's moving towards her. And she's looking even closer, and then she can tell it's now running at her. She shuts it, jumps into her bed, and covers herself up. As she's laying there under her covers, not knowing what to do, she hears Coco barking from her mom's room. Belinda wakes up to Coco barking and looks at what she's looking at, and it's the window. So Belinda gets up, she looks out the window, she doesn't see anything, and tells Coco to calm down. She figured, okay, maybe she saw a deer or something. And then just to be a good mom, she
I mean, I think it's in their best interest to like maybe move.
tells Coco to calm down. She figured, okay, maybe she saw a deer or something. And then just to be a good mom, she checks on her kids. She goes to Sean's room. Sean.
Let me try it. Oh, are you talking about like your situation, Daniel? Could be Slenderman. I don't know. I don't think Slenderman was a thing at this time.
Deer or something. And then just to be a good mom, she checks on her kids.
Or like I don't
She goes
think
to
he
Sean's
was.
room. Sean
I don't
didn't
think
wake
he was
up from the
created
barking.
yet.
He's asleep in his bed. But when Belinda goes into Blair's room, Blair is hiding under her covers and she's scared of something. And she asks Blair, honey, what's wrong? And Blair finally says that she saw something. She thought it was a person. She didn't know what, but it was running towards the house. And so Belinda's thinking to herself, she just saw an animal. Because that's probably what
Alien.
Sean saw when he thought he saw a monster outside. And I'm sure that's
Skinwalker
what
alien.
Coco saw.
All of the above. Are you talking about the context of the video? Yeah. I mean, I guess I don't know. I don't know what you do in this situation, especially like right now they can't leave because they don't have a car. How's it going, Spike?
You know, Coco's going to react to an animal. There's
Bigfoot
probably
leprechaun,
some
yeah.
deer that's coming right up to the window.
Yeah,
and it's scaring my kids. It's scaring my dog. And so Belinda tells Blair, you got nothing to worry about, honey. Go back to sleep. Everything's going to be fine. She calms her down. She puts her to sleep.
Yeah.
She double checks on Sean. Sean's still.
I don't know. It seems like whatever little graveyard they have, that's like some old some I guess like maybe like little towns still do it too, but like you could like bury your loved ones like on your property, but maybe sometimes if you didn't have a great family, like maybe some shit starts happening.
sleeping, and Belinda and Coco go back into Belinda's room and they get in bed and Belinda goes back to sleep. At some point in the night, Belinda's laying with her back to the door and she feels someone tapping on the back of her head. And she's assuming at this point it's gotta be Sean or even Blair who've come in there because they're scared again. And reflexively, without even opening her eyes, she says, "Honey, there's nothing outside. You get nothing to be scared of. Go back to sleep." There's a silence,
see you, Mel.
and then she feels tapping on her head again. Now she opens her eyes and she rolls over to tell one of her two kids that everything's fine, but there's no one there. It startles her because not only is there no one there, but Coco is now on the bed growling in the direction of wherever this tapping was coming from. Immediately, Belinda flips on the light. She's looking around her room and there's nothing. Gets up and she goes into her kids' rooms. They are fast asleep. Just to be sure, she walks around the house, makes sure everything is locked. She gets back in her bed and she's sitting there with Coco. And she can't help it. She's scared. Between her kids,
Like, you feel like you're going crazy too, though. Like you felt it, even though you're trying to go to sleep, and then Coco's growling, and like now you're scared, and you feel like you're crazy.
she gets back in her bed and she's
That's how
sitting there with Coco.
I would feel. I
And
guess.
she can't help it. She's scared. Between her kids seeing stuff outside, finding that cemetery, the weird clothespin thing going on, now something feeling like it was tapping her, but no one's in the room with her. She's scared. And in fact, she would say in interviews that this was the first time that she even thought about the word haunted in relationship to what was going on at their house. The next day, Belinda just wanted to get away from the house. So she calls her mom and says, "Hey, can we use your car for the day to go run some errands?" Her mom says, "Absolutely." Her mom drops the car off and Belinda and the kids load up and they head into town. When they left, they put Coco in her outdoor cage, totally locked and secure. So they head out and they go to this gas station in Slanesville, and Belinda gets out, she's fueling up her car, and another resident of Slanesville pulls up right next to her and she's filling up her car. And the two women strike up a conversation. At some point in this discussion, the woman asks Belinda where she lives in Slanesville because she's a longtime resident and she didn't recognize Belinda. Belinda describes where she lives, and the woman who's familiar with the area says, "Well, do you know the story of your property?" And Belinda's like, "No." She's like, "Well, years and years ago, there was a really bad
And
fire.
shadow dogs
I think it was
walking
right near your
around. Oh,
property
no.
That a whole family died in." And
Imagine
Belinda says, "You know
people.
what? I actually found..."
Yeah, like I would say, like ghost pets. That's okay. Ghost people, I don't know. Like I think, I mean, other than like, you might have some ghost cat that starts like, knocking shit off.
a small cemetery a little ways back on our property, but that's what it is. As Belinda is driving away and she's thinking about this story she's been told, she has this sense of relief that now she has some closure on...
Well, fortunately for them, I don't know where they're gonna go, even if they went to go walk somewhere. I mean, I don't know if it's gonna be that easy.
Why there's that cemetery.
They're probably better off just going and staying with their mom.
On her property.
Ghost
and she couldn't help
Riders?
but think, if her house is haunted,
Ghost Riders
which
pretty
she'd
dope,
only
though.
recently considered, maybe it's not such a bad thing to have it be this family that's doing the haunting. It didn't feel evil, it just felt kind of sad, and she was empathetic for this.
Well, I guess if you're not, I mean, like, I guess maybe it's scary at first, and then maybe you realize that it's not trying to kill you or hurt you or anything like that, then you just coexist and be like, hey, do some dishes, get to work.
Which she had only recently considered. Maybe it's not such a bad thing to have it be this family.
Ghost
that's
cats are
doing the
probably
haunting.
just as adorable.
It didn't
That
feel
is
evil,
true.
it just felt kind of sad, and she was empathetic for this lost family. When they got back from running those errands, Coco was gone. They went to the fence and it hadn't been opened. There was no sign that she had been able to burrow underneath this fence. There was no way for her to get out unless you opened the gate, and it was locked and shut. And so they didn't know what to make of that, and the only thing they could come up with is someone must have taken Coco. And unfortunately, they would never see Coco again. It was a huge loss for this family. Coco was not only a dog they loved and considered part of their family, but she was also their protection, and it was a very big deal that she was gone. A couple of days go by and Brian's home from work and everyone in the house is asleep except for Belinda. Belinda was up watching TV, and at some point she turns off the TV and she also goes to bed. She starts having the same dream she had when she felt that clothespin on her toe. In her dream, she wakes up and at the foot of her bed is this boy.
Well, I can't say that I've ever had any like paranormal experiences, so I guess for me, I'd be like, listen, if we got coexist, we got coexist. Don't be setting shit on fire. We're gonna have to lay some rules down here.
felt that
Yeah, don't leave your pets unattended outside. That is true. Have a good night, GB.
clothespin on
Hope
her
you
toe.
feel better,
In
man.
her dream, she wakes up, and at the foot of her bed is this boy, the same boy that she had followed outside that she could never find in the sheets. And so she gets up and she starts following this boy.
There's
He
like probably
brings her
all
out
kinds
to
of
the front
animals
of
that
the
can make
house, out
dogs
onto
go
the front
missing.
yard. And again, the whole front yard is covered in these white sheets that are strung up along clotheslines. And as she's making her way across the front yard, pulling sheets aside, she finally reaches a clearing and she sees this boy who looks like about the same age as her son, Sean. And this boy looks terrified, and she's looking at him, and the boy is kind of looking to his left. And then from behind one of the sheets next to the boy walks this dark figure that stands right next to him and looks up at her. And it's an expressionless, dark figure. It almost looks like a man, and it starts walking up the lane of sheets towards her. She falls over backwards, and she wakes up. And when she wakes up in real life, she hears screaming coming from her own son's room. She and Brian jump up out of bed and run into Sean's room. He's laying on the ground with his arm cocked to the side. It's clearly been broken. And he's screaming and guarding his arm. And Belinda's over him saying, "What happened? What happened?" And the boy just says, "The monster came in the window." They don't know what to make of this. They're not sure if that means an intruder came in or what, but they have to get into the hospital. They scoop him up, they grab Blair, and they get in the car and they leave.
Yo, like, can you imagine, like, you're sleeping and something breaks your fucking arm as a kid? Oh, God. Like, that's like, oh, man.
They get Sean to the hospital, and sure enough, he's got a very bad break in his arm, and he needs to stay at the hospital for a couple of days. Now, this happened on a Sunday night, and so Brian had to go back to Maryland the next day for work, so their car was gone. So 3 days later, when it was time to get Sean, Belinda had to borrow her mother's car to go pick him up. So Belinda gets her mother's car, and she and Blair drive to the hospital. They pick up Sean. As they're driving back, the car breaks down, and they're on the side of the road with flashers on, and Belinda doesn't know what to do. Luckily, a good Samaritan is driving by. Another resident of Slainsville sees them pulled over. She pulls over. It's an older woman, and she says, "Hey, can I give you guys a ride?" Belinda's like, "Thank you. Yes, we need a ride." So she,
Just give
Sean,
him some
and Blair
light. Oh, well, like, that's cool. Like, that's nice, Gus.
load up in the car, and they start driving to their house.
Don't do too
And so
well
Belinda
with,
tells this
with
woman
white
where she lives.
sheets.
Yeah, you take this road, you get up to our house, it's set back in the woods there. And when she realizes where Belinda lives, she looks at Belinda and goes, "You do know the history of your house, right?" And Belinda looks at her and goes, "Yeah, the fire that killed the family, we're aware." She goes, "No, not a fire. The last occupant of your house was rumored to be hurting children on your property. And there's no proof, but some of the local men here decided they were going to take justice into their own hands. And
Yo, there's like there's like some bad juju going on with this story.
they convinced this guy to go hunting with them. And they brought him out in the woods behind his house, and they ambushed him, and his body's never been found. It's rumored there's a van somewhere in the woods near your house where they put him inside of it, shut the doors, and lit it on fire. Belinda's in shock.
Okay, well, like, if he was doing bad things to kids, then, you know, I support the ban fire.
Shock hearing this, because now, if her house is haunted, which she's believing it is,
Yeah,
it's
the
not
Lord
some
defend.
nice family that was sadly lost in a fire. It's this horrible man. They finally got back to the house. They said bye to the woman, and Belinda and her kids went inside. And for Belinda, it was like this horrible sense of dread being in the house.
I would also say that, like, if you think you're gonna do that in a town that does not put up with that, and this town is very small, like, the odds of you ever being found or anybody getting in trouble for this is slim, very slim of you thinking that you could exist like this.
It just felt evil. And she realized
Well,
that
maybe that's why, like, he's coming after the kids, though, which is, like, not good. Like, that's no.
she couldn't stay there anymore. So she picks up the phone, she calls Brian, and she says, "I cannot stay here another night. I have to go." And so Brian says, okay. He drives back from Maryland. They pack some bags.
That is
they get
true
in his
too,
car,
Gus.
And they all leave for Brian's mom's house. And that was it. They never stayed another night at that house. They only went back a couple times to pack up their stuff, put it in moving trucks, and they left. So I'd love to get your feedback on this story. Do you think that the house was indeed haunted? Or do you think there's some other explanation? Let me know in the comments, and I will respond to all the early commenters. So get in there and give me your theories.
I don't know. I mean, like, here's here's the problem with me. I like listening to a good scary story, but I'm not always sold on them. So I guess like I'm like in that situation, you know, where it's like I like a good scary story, but I'm not like 100% sold on them. So it's kind of like I appreciate it. I am entertained by it. But that's kind of like where it ends too, you know? Yeah, for entertainment purposes only. Now, like for people that have experienced things, I'm not I would never like knock them, you know what I mean? Like I'm not here to be like, "Oh, well, like then everybody else is like full shit," you know what I mean? Like I'm definitely not like that either. But I don't know, like I think I'm more of like I'm just entertained. Yeah, seriously, who the fuck hurt you? Are you okay? Do you need assistance? What? I mean, I'm surprised that dude didn't get put in the wood chipper, to be fair. I'm surprised that he was not put in the wood chipper. Good night, Kendrick. I can be the nice one, that's fair. I mean, I guess that to me is not worth the argument, I guess. You know, where it's like that definitely does not like I'm not dying on that hill, you know? Skepticism towards yeah. Reference JD now. I mean, I think JD is a good dude. And I agree. I would agree with him. You know, you do bad shit to kids, to the wood chipper you go. And yeah. Depends on how obvious the lie is. That's true too. I mean, like I'm not. I do kind of feel like places with violent history probably like maybe some sad, bad juju in it. But I don't know. You know. A can, a van, and a gas can. You make do. Yeah, yeah. I mean, they made do with what they had, and if that, you know, if he is a predator of the sorts, then you know, get in the van. Get in the van. And you know, those people weren't, you know, they weren't gonna put up with that shit, as they shouldn't. Yeah, he is, except two things, mostly irrelevant, but still, there's the two. What? They could have purged it with salt and gasoline. Ooh, yeah, I guess that's true. Do you think they could have, like, I don't know, blessed it? Or, like, do you have to believe in that, right? Like, if you get your house blessed, like, do you have to kind of, like, have that mindset for it to work? Yep, always save the children. I feel like it's weird when we have to keep saying that these days. I think whatever those people did, you know, they did what they had to do. The route from oh right, yeah, yeah, because yeah, I haven't watched that show in like forever. Yeah, but they always like burn the stuff, huh? I think the only one that that really sticks out to me of the episode that I remember the most is when I think Dean gets cursed or something, and he gets like the scaredy cat curse on him or something, where everything like scares the shit out of him. That one made me laugh. That one was pretty funny. Can take you a long way. Oh yeah, like do you have to like believe in it though for it to work, or is it like a like do this and then I kind of kind of like a You made a joke, John, went way into a rant I didn't mean to make happen. I don't think anybody ranted though. I mean, like if you have a discussion, a discussion is not necessarily a rant though. You can have a discussion. Oh, the Groundhog Day episode. I do remember that one. I do remember that one. Yeah, I think if your kid like randomly wakes up with a broken arm, I think that would definitely make me be like, we are leaving. Yeah, we always welcome a lively chat. Well, I don't like no, nobody ever got worked up. Like I don't even like nobody was mad. I mean nobody got bent out of shape. I never finished all the seasons. I mean I think I got pretty far season wise, but I never finished all of them. There's so many though. I think the only I finished I've watched Criminal Minds like twice. That might be I don't know. I think Desperate Housewives. I think I watched all the seasons of. As far as like shows that have like a lot of really long episodes and a lot of episodes, I'm trying to. There's probably a few, but Supernatural I know I haven't. It reminds me of the Corpse Bride. Nice. This is what Flux CPS is. Yeah, right. Yeah, I guess that's true too. Yeah, like how are we gonna explain this? Like, because I'm just sure everyone's gonna believe us when we said, yeah, like my kid was just sleeping and then his arm was broken. Yeah, yeah. I'm just so sure that that's gonna go over well for us. That's very that is a very good point. The same 50 something episodes, you got really sick of it after. I don't know how many like seasons. Same. I don't think this is like as long of a running show as I thought it was. I think I just felt like it was. How many seasons of Criminal Minds are there? It has 18 seasons. Oh, as of July 2025. This concludes the original run in the revival series titled Criminal Minds Evolution. Seasons 1 through 15 ran from September 22nd, 2005 to February 19th. Okay, so I didn't know that there was like a spin-off season of some sort. I didn't know that. So, there you go. assuming things to a weird place. Like I said, you're more careful with what you type. I mean, like, you know, I mean, there's like a, I don't know, like common sense line, I guess, as far as typing stuff. But I don't think anything what you said was bad, and I don't really think you didn't make anybody mad. What, like you started a discussion? I don't think that's not a bad thing, and like nobody was mad. Well, yeah, Walking Dead is one that I have tried so hard to watch, and I can't make it past like the first 3 episodes. I don't know if it's like the pacing is too slow in the beginning because everyone's like, "Oh, you just gotta keep watching, it picks up," and I'm like, I get it, but like I can't stay awake. Like I feel like every time, like I think I've tried to watch it like 2 or 3 times, and every time I have fallen asleep, and I just chalk it up to a loss because I'm like, I appreciate that it exists because it's, it seems like it's a like decent zombie apocalypse type of show, but for whatever reason, I just can't. I That's NCIS. Yes, I've watched some NCIS. First season and half of the first season and a half of Walking Dead was fine, then it kept getting ridiculous. I mean, I see clips all the time of it, and I'm like when like Negan was like the big thing, and then I was like, oh, I was like he's pretty funny, and then I think maybe that was when I was like, oh, like I should try like rewatching it again, and then I was like, I I can't do this. I was like, I can't do it. They do stare a lot in the show. It just has like a weird. I mean, like I feel like the first episode has a weird pace to it. And then I think I watched this. I think I watched like the second and third episode, and it was like nothing, 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 nothing. And then you had like 2 minutes of something like almost kind of exciting, and I was like, I can't, I can't watch this. You're too self-conscious. Well, don't think that you ever got anybody mad though. I mean, like, I think people will let you know if you hit a nerve somewhere. But as far as I'm concerned, everybody was fine, and everybody was just having a discussion, which I mean, discussion isn't bad. Discussion is probably important. You only have it dubbed. Oh, Grimm! I watched all of Grimm, and I'm a big fan of that show. I really enjoyed Grimm. Not being able to plan and fortify against slow zombies is so stupid. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of. It's kind of sad because I feel like there's like when I see clips and stuff of it, I'm like, man, I feel like this is something that I would really like. I think I really like, and then I try watching it, and I'm just like, it just doesn't do it for me. Z Nation? I never watched Z Nation. Is that like Zoomer Nation? Dub shows unless they're anime. Yeah, I mean, I think that's fair though. I mean, I prefer to watch like if I watch something like in Korean or Japanese, I'd rather just listen to it like in their language and just have subtitles. I mean, like I'd much rather just do that. Plus, I feel like you get more of their like acting, I guess, comes out, because it's like matched with that, Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse. I don't know if I've seen that one or not. I like Train to Busan, Zombieland. I'm trying to think of what else. Oh, that one with the one guy. Yeah, I know that helps, right? Warm Bodies. I thought that one was kind of funny. Some you're not into. Yeah, I mean, like there's definitely parts that are probably are just not for everyone. And that's okay. Was Beyond Belief. I remember watching that. I think one of the other ones I remember watching that I thought was kind of weird was I think it was like the Dead Zone, but for some reason I like could not stop watching it and I thought it was cool, but I thought it was really weird. It's kind of hard to find an app to use. Oh, I gotcha. iZombie? I never watched that. It's a more recent zombie. I haven't seen that either. It was unnecessarily long for what it was. I didn't mind it though. I kind of like the zombie perspective, you know. You never seen the show though? Outer Limits? Yeah, I haven't seen that either. How's it going, Ed? Tox is jumping out. That's how Tox dances. You don't really talk to people other than text. Yeah. I mean, hey, you're doing better than me, you know. I can't I can't speak English very well, see, and I can't speak any other languages. The Alpha Zombies is 28 years later. Oh no. What is the other one? Hold on. Oh yeah, Dead Snow. That one, like it's like not great, but it's pretty. It's like kind of like Evil Dead-ish, I guess. I think Tox and I watched that a few years ago. That one was pretty goofy. iZombie watched a couple episodes. It's very like a detective show. Oh. To help you with the visa and a ticket. Yeah, right. Just, 90-day fiance it up, Gus. You'll be here in no time. Just don't do it fraudulently, like find you a nice person to settle down with. All right, guys, it is that time. It's an elf in the hood. It was released in 2024 as a low-budget indie film that riffs off the killer holiday toy. See, Malik and Jada, desperate and drowning in debt to a ruthless drug dealer named Silk, discover a creepy elf-shaped voodoo doll. Hoping to flip it for cash, they accidentally unleash a vengeful spirit that turns their Christmas into a blood-soaked nightmare. This is a Christmas movie, though. I'll watch this at Christmas. It's Tool time. Oh, man. I fucking love Home Improvement. You know what time it is? Oh, yeah, right? It just kind of make you think of the Leprechaun. True. Alright, guys. But yeah, it is that time. I'm gonna hop off. But I will be on tomorrow, so I will see you guys tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your night, rest of your day, all that good stuff. And I will see you guys tomorrow. To a time more adventure. Hell yeah. Alright, guys. I will see you later.